Hey everyone, Jessup here. Sorry. Hey everyone, Jessup here. Welcome to another Homestuck livestream. This time we're gonna be finishing a lot of the stuff that's going on. Yeah, I know I'm live. Anyway, long story short, I'm going to keep going until we reach the end of Act 5. Maybe taking a break in between to eat some dinner. But hopefully that won't be necessary. Now, I suppose I haven't introduced what the heck we're doing. This is Homestuck, an interactive webcomic that was started by Andrew Hussey in 2009. It is quite infamous for being really weird in a lot of very cool and kinda in a combination of cool and yucky ways, I guess. It's over 8,000 pages long, and today we're going to reach the halfway point. I learned about Homestuck because, well, to put it simply, a guy I really like, Toby Fox, the guy who made Undertale, worked on Homestuck specifically with some of the music. And I kinda, wanted to see what it was all about. It's kind of everywhere. And so far I've liked it a lot. It's very cool. And, yeah, I guess epilepsy warning. Just like in general. But thankfully, if you're like me and don't have epilepsy, you can enjoy how freaking sick this looks. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, that's right. We kinda can't really interact with the world in the way we used to. Can't read the comic itself. We kinda have to have this guy with a white sphere for a head explain everything to us instead. Doc Scratch, as he's called. Anyway, I guess without further ado, let's begin. I don't know for sure, but I'm betting that if I go fight Jack, it will wipe out all the bad things I've done. Again, if I die, it'll be a hero's death, so I ought to stick. Pretty good motivation to win the fight, though, don't you think? One way or another, I think this will be my last big challenge as a gamer. As such, I would like to pass my dice on to you. It's very important to me that they stay in good hands, John. That you continue their legacy, and that of my ancestor. 8 to the 8th. Oh. Use the code. I'm sure I can count on you to make something awesome with it. Slick, I am serious. Please stop. Yeah, and this is John coming back to life. Still not alive yet, man. You better hurry up. She probably doesn't have much time left. Trust me, what she's going through on Earth right now isn't much fun. Okay, guess I should mention why I'm trying to contact you now of all times, rather than just skipping ahead. Remember how we talked about your backup plan, the one you have devised to defeat Jack in the off chance I fail? Well, it's not going to work if Rose is dead, is it? You have to wake her up, breathe some life into her, do the windy thing with your lips. You know what that means. Oh my. What, are they kissing? Are they kissing too? Gotta kiss her. Don't worry, I still can't see you, so there's no reason to be bashful or anything. And since we are a couple of professionals here who are focused on winning, we both know it doesn't have any meaning. It's not like I would be jealous even if I could see. Why would I be? Or maybe that didn't even cross your mind. Man, why am I even talking about this? Oh my, oh my, oh my, this will not do it all. Yes, they are. Let's just forget I said that. This isn't really how I wanted. conversations go. That's Doc Scratch. That guy. It's the guy who's basically telling this entire story. Cause I was assuming you'd be back talking back by now, so now I'm just talking and spinning my wheel device like an idiot. Maybe I don't actually know how I wanted to go. I guess I could just shut up and skip ahead on your timeline a little. Talk to you when you're alive. That would make sense, so I guess I will do that. But then maybe if I did, I wouldn't actually say what I wanted to say, so I will just say it. Probably while I narrow the narrow fenestrated wall. To be honest, I am nervous about this fight, but I'm still going through with it for a lot of reasons. To save my friends, or at least the ones who are still alive. Oh, and I guess to save reality itself from being totally fucked up. There's that too. But I think what's motivating me to win this fight the most of all, the possibility of getting to meet you when it's all over. Maybe I can finally put all this terrible stuff behind me, and I won't have to worry about being the best anymore or proving what a ruthless killer I can be. Maybe I can try out whatever is normal for a human. Who knows, it might not be as boring as it sounds. Maybe. If you're not too freaked out about bad things I've done, or the fact that I'm an alien. Would you go on a date? To read it right. Phew. It's improperty. Improperty, oh goodness. Okay, they're just biting each other, cool. Don't worry, it could be a human date, whatever that entails. No weird alien stuff, I promise. And no killing or murder, or even talking about killing or murder or such. Just whatever you like to talk about, I think it's cool. Could even be persuaded to watch more of your absurd human films. Like any others which feature that rugged human with the long hair and wounded arms. You know the one, the sweaty guy with the mutilated animal and the speech impediment. Those would be tolerable to watch, I bet. There. Well, think it over. Before I go, I'll get in touch one more time later on when you're alive and maybe have something to say about it. Oh yeah, sorry about your adult male guardian. I wasn't trying to be deceptive by not telling you. I decided not to because I didn't want to be the one to make you sad about it. Was that selfish of me? I don't know. You would have found out regardless, like we all did. There are things we care about that we just have to leave behind. It sucks for those who aren't in as much a hurry to leave it all behind as me. Wait, something's coming. Hang on. Someone's coming. Hang on. I'm a wonderful chaperone as well as an excellent host. So those two are like breeding frogs or whatever. Oh god, she's wearing her RP outfit. What the hell is she up to? Man, she's dumb dragon doll and everything. Guess she means business this time. Damn it, I've got to go deal with this now. Anyway, if you actually get around to reading any of this, thanks for listening, John. If my outrageous great luck has anything to say in the matter, we will be meeting up in no time. Just please consider what I said. Okay, later. Yes, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick. Sure. Someone is smashing this. Stop. Face palm 0% combo. Oh, for crying out loud. 1001. It's like I can tolerate many things from a guest. And Jack slash Beck Noir shows up. Starts wrecking shit. It's like I can tolerate many things from a guest. And then they go fight him. Kurt Manners, egregious womanizing. Murdering the help. Casual arson. Even atrocious candy etiquette. Oh, they strife with him. With Beck Noir. But it is a desecration of a priceless timepiece where I must draw the line. I'm afraid I must now insist that you take your beating quite personally. Break. So then there is strife, with many Daves slicing at Jack, while Rose is, no, no, not Rose. Jade is in the background going ratata. Risco, wait, whoops, hold on. Here, there. I did what you said, but I can't tell if it worked. Hello? I didn't fly off to fight Jack yet, did you? I hope not. Tell if it worked. Hello? You didn't fly off to fight Jack yet, did you? I hope not. Anyway, all that stuff you said sounds fun to me. I have hell. Fixed in my library. I do not even use Cage's universal concept which unites us all. Well, if you haven't flown away, I will look forward to your messages in the future. It will be nice to talk about all the stuff that happened. Anyway, bye.
Oh god.
Hey!
Oh my fucking hell, this is so insanely awkward and sad.
What is?
Hang on.
That's... Again, those two clash it out while Jade is going ratata.
Hey.
Karkar! Hey!
Hey.
Karkat? That was you? Where is Riska?
She.
She what?
Shit, I feel like an asshole for reading this whole thing.
What whole thing? You mean what she wrote?
Yeah.
Why are you snooping around on the computer?
Because, wow, okay. So let me ask, did you both actually like each other? Like, I mean, something vaguely resembling actual genuine mutual sentiment or whatever, not some lopsided pining bullshit.
What are you talking about?
Did you like her? You win and did.
Suckhead, it's shitmouth is what I'm asking. Well, yeah, why?
Okay, that's fine, then. We'll talk about it later.
Talk about what?
I need you to be able to think straight. We have important shit to go over, and I don't have much time.
And so on. Otto Harley. Cool, so they just... So they won't fight. That guy uppercuts that guy. More shit flies everywhere. Alright, like what?
Plans.
What plans?
Never mind that. First, get you out of the fucking blackout to a place where I can see you. Leave now. I'll contact you in a while once you've landed.
Landed where?
Lohack, obviously.
Oh, obviously.
Well, how else do you think we're going to cause a scratch, idiot? Do you even have any clue what's going on? Wait, of course you don't. You were wearing pajamas and giggling at clouds like each other was shaped like the rudest bit of naked anatomy a human can recognize.
No, I'm not. I mean, yes, I am wearing pajamas. But I know lots of things, like about the tumor, which I have already covered. Wait, I mean, the tumor. Like, fuck. I mean, oh, screw it. You know, the big bomb and some other stuff like that. I am totally in your group.
Great, awesome. Now
Get going. So I have to cause a scratch show.
okay, I'm done here. Talk to you in 1 second for me. Windy fucking journey for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi. Space and time.
Adiago redshift.
You let me down, Slick.
Let's get down to business.
Are you going to ask me how my journey was?
No.
It was long and windy, but much fun. Really like flying. It's so much fun.
Oh, I bet it is just the biggest fucking blast that guy can have without a pair of shame globes secured in his two trembling fists.
You haven't tried it?
Every dude's got it to fly but me, even a cripple. May he rest in peace. I fucking guess.
Wait, is that the guy who Riska killed?
Oh god, you actually know about that? You know what? I give the fuck up trying to understand you and her.
Why?
Egbert, god damn it! Well, shut your mouth and listen.
Okay, but is something wrong?
What?
A while ago you talked to me and it sounded like you were in danger and it sounded like some people died, but you never told me what happened. Then I got distracted by a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah, something was wrong. Or was. A bunch of us died. The end. I don't really want to talk about it.
Oh, are you sure?
Yes, and not just because, oh, the clock is rapidly ticking down to something we're calling the critical moment, and no, I don't know what that is.
It's so close your reeking question, Geyser, before it asks. But I'm your friend, aren't I?
Oh, God. Uh, can't handle talking about it, okay? I just got done, dealing with Gamzee, and I'm feeling pretty emotional about it, so please, no.
Who was Gamzee?
He was my best friend.
Really? I thought Terezi was your best friend. Or wait, maybe she was your girlfriend? I forget.
My think pain, it hurts. It is presently threatening to making its bitch, John. Is that what you want? Do you want your cool alien pal to become the bitch of a raw, throbbing think pen, such as the an hour before us?
Sorry, I don't mean to be nosy. I just want to know some things about your situation. I am concerned.
Gamzee was my very good friend, who was his goofy, lovable bullshit clown until he went psycho and killed some people. I like him a lot. I don't know, I guess my best friend is really just the guy who I happen to be feeling the most sentimental to at the moment. Is that a fucking crime?
Huh, no. No, I think I know how you feel. So he killed some people and then what?
So then it's okay, you can tell me. John, trust me, you wouldn't understand. It's just a troll thing. Humans wouldn't get it. You might think I was a shithead, and I can't deal with that on top of everything, so let's just drop it.
Okay, if you say so. Oh, I can't believe I almost forgot. I've been dying to know since I left the battlefield. Do you know if Rose is okay? Did it work? I thought I could rely on you of all people. Yeah, she's got here now.
She's fine. She woke up alive on Durst.
Really?
That's the rule, John. You kiss a dead player in game, and their dream self takes over, assuming they still have one.
Oh wow.
It's incredible you reach God tier status without even understanding the more mundane means of resurrection available. Wait, you aren't feeling clueless, this makes it the opposite of incredible. My mistake.
So I guess it would not have worked on my dad then, or was his mom?
No, but that is exactly what I wanted to picture happening behind the black curtain, Juice. You suck it up, your dead hat man loses. Thank you for that mental image. Or Rosa's adult woman loses. Maybe a dead woman sweeps your senior is. Couple of sauces, apparently you're not a homosexual, whatever that means, not even to speak of your raised absurd qualms about the notion of incest, which again, still sort of, that can even be a thing. Is that your game, Mickbert? I am Madame Lalonde. Have you been keep waiting for a convenient resurrection opportunity to bust out your most passionate smoothness kept in reserve? That female offspring, no less, just shameful.
Well, she's a very pretty lady, but that seems like a really inappropriate thing to think about Karkat.
You don't say. Why do we even talk about it anymore?
I don't know. I'm frankly pretty upset about finding them dead in the magic castle, and I guess I was wondering aloud if something could have been done, or at least maybe talk about it without angry terrorists being involved.
Exactly, you were embarking down tragedy lane, and we've got to stamp that garbage out. We can't have you getting all morose while we've got so many irons in the fire. Fuck, loaded phrase. Forget I said that. Just claim your shit up and forget your stupid guardian, like I did with my dead crab monster custodian, who I adored in no way whatsoever.
You're being a douche. Wait, what am I saying? You're always a douche.
Yes, thank you.
Your dad was a crab monster?
Shut the fuck up. We were talking about something different. Rose, remember?
Yes.
She's waiting on Durst for your bomb to be delivered. It will arrive safely a little later.
Oh, great. How do you know it gets there?
Jade told me.
Do what it is you do best. She goes ra-ta-ta through him and into Dave. Oh. Doodly firearms. So now he's bloody as fuck.
Jade from further ahead on your timeline, before my piece of shit clown bro make everything terrible here, and she and I were hammering out these plans. I talked to her across pretty much a full spread of her timeline until the scratch starts and the feed goes up. So I have a sense of the whole picture here. It's my job now to put some things into motion.
That's cool. It's nice to hear you are working together. I should pester Jade and see what she's up to.
You should send your ass tied to do the fuck what I tell you. Fuck to fucking do.
Oh.
Anyway, she and Dave do a lot of frog breeding, accelerating the process specifically by exploiting time travel. With help from me and Kanaya, since we were in charge of frog duties in our session. Frog duties? Wait, which one is Kanaya again? Don't interrupt, I'm following a train of thought. Okay, Kanaya is my other best friend. And she was a hero space like Jade, which means she's the stoker of the fortune and is basically in charge of frogs, which sounds retarded, I know. You breed that right frog to make the universe you want to make, which is a long, arduous process, and I kind of fucked it up in my game, but that's a whole other story I'll get to later, okay? Okay. She and Ray ran to Jack, which I'm sure he must saw coming because I've never seen anyone exploit time travel so shamelessly as him. Not even a Radia. A Radia? Just another dead troll. Who cares? Stop frowning. She was already dead before she died. So she and Dave fought him for a while. Long story short, he died. What? But it's fine. I guess that was his plan. Like some bizarre useless standout. Even if he didn't tell Jade, who was pretty freaked out and talk. Did she kiss him too? I'm supposed to kiss her, Mr. Noir. You're supposed to kill her. Four times corpse smooch combo. Yeah, right there. Well, Jack watched like a fucking creep, but it worked.
OMG Carcad. It's like your shitty shipping. But is that coming true before our very eyes? Remember when you made that ugly thing?
Who cares? Like, who gives a fuck about shipping on my ludicrous stranglehold topics concerning romance? I'm still talking. He woke up alive in Thurston, right with Rose. That was the end of the line for Alpha Dave, to my knowledge. He doesn't time travel after that. He and Rose stay on Durst waiting for the bomb until you start to scratch. But I can't see either of them because of the black cloud lingering around Rose for whatever reason. Nobody knows what's up with that. Regardless, his job is to plot a course through a ring to find the sun. When he does, either he or Rose will deliver the bomb. I don't know which. Now leave and never darken my door again.
Now they don't have dream selves left. Whoever goes will be risking their life for good, won't they?
That would be the logical extension of those facts, yes.
This is not acceptable. Couldn't I do it? I'm apparently immortal. It's God's your business, so the prom probably would not kill me.
Okay, but don't you think there's a remote possibility that going on a suicide mission to save all of reality would count as a heroic death?
Maybe I could try to be not all that brave while I do it.
You asshole, of course you'd be brave. That tends to be what happens when you do something really fucking courageous.
Yeah, I just don't want to lose everybody else assault.
That's just how it is. I've lost friends for way worse or pointless reasons. You're all out of options here. You'll be risking death just as much as they would, and they're better qualified to handle the mission as the Durst Dreamers. Jade's dream self is dead too, so she's out. Or to be more specific, her dream self is an overly emotional dog who went off whispering somewhere. I'm pretty sure she will be completely useless. Oh yeah, she mentioned something about that. She said she prototyped her dream self. What happened with that?
Oh yeah, she mentioned something about that. She said she prototyped her dream self. What happens with that?
She doesn't like to talk about it. It's kind of a sore subject.
Why?
She thinks she's selfish and completely hysterical, and I guess hates that power of herself she represents. But I mean, the thing is, she spent a long time being dead and moving on. It's not like you can just bring somebody back and expect them to give a shit about all the stuff you think is important. I've tried to tell her that her sprite self is probably nowhere near as despicable as she's making it herself to be. I mean, making herself out to be. You know what I mean. Look, I'm just saying, we've all got our flaws, even her. And for all the shit she's giving me on this very subject, she keeps herself dangling from a very high hook. She'd be doing me a major personal solid by making at least some attempts to get herself off. Wait, fuck, what did I just say? Well, I mean, let herself off. The hook, the fucking hook. It's a figure of goddamn speech. Put the back down before my hot acid rage breath burns your idiotic face.
Okay, I'm putting the back down as not suggestively as possible.
Oh, we're even talking about it. It wasn't this, whatever it was.
What is what this is?
It's nothing, you shit. It's been the conversational equivalent of us whistling through our snort barrels while touching each other inappropriately. Was that another weird erotic slip of the tongue? No, that was me worked up over this ridiculous fucking option and saying something inflammatory. God, how does that not be clear by now?
Okay. What I'm getting from this, aside from the possibility that Jade may or may not have kissed Dr. at some point, is that neither of them will be able to help with the bomb plan.
That's exactly right. I bet Java Prodigy uses Puzzle Sponge today. Besides, Jade is responsible for other important parts of the plan. For one thing, you'll have to wait for her to send you the code for the quills. She gets scratched in the basin without them. She got them from her denizen, or will later on her timeline. Night she lit the forge and woke the monster up.
Aren't those the really tough to kill guys?
Yeah.
Did she kill him?
Hell if I know. Her explanation of the entire encounter boiled down to, and I quote, shenanigans. Line for excruciatingly vague. The plan involves around some really baffling. Anyway, after she gives that to you, she then has to go through with the rest of the plan, which is making sure you also arrive after the scratch minus one of the third streamers, of course. The plan revolves around some really baffling hand-waving mumbo-jumbo, which I don't really understand, but she told me to trust her about it because the info comes from a reliable informant. Waiting for Smuck Tool. It involves something to do with a yellow lawn ring, which isn't the human word for it. It's just your word is so dumb.
Filled up mistake, boy. Saying word for what?
I guess your entire species plans them. Escape plan somehow pivots critically around an unweighted residential property. It doesn't matter what that means. Jade says she has this figured out, and I don't have time to do much but trust her. The point is, she's all booked up and all too mortal, so she won't be delivering the bomb, and neither will you.
Okay, well, what about this? Since she's mortal and I'm not, sort of, and I don't need to do the scratch for a while, can I go help her? Maybe she could use some protection. Maybe that is what Dave was just trying to do when he temporarily died. Remember, Jack is still in the loop. He's killed Rose and Dave once. And me twice.
No, 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 no! Sweet bleeding Jesus expert! You keep bragging about your immortality and then brainlessly announce plans to go off and do something heroic. You're going to have the shortest lifespan of any immortal in history. Sorry. Besides, it's a total non-issue. Jack wouldn't hesitate to stab you again, but he won't hurt Jade for some reason. If anything, you could use her protection.
Really?
I now noticed when looking through timeline earlier, it wasn't until I was talking to her in those time frames. If she told me he just keeps following her around. I can see him off in the distance in some frames, just lurking there, shadowing her movements. It's incredibly disturbing. He lingers around her until the scratch begins and I lose the feed, which never once doing anything threatening. She says she thinks it's because Jack inherited loyalty of her losers. If she's right, I guess her losers really did offer protection, most protection possible by protesting itself, albeit by dooming us all. The idiot. Oh, that's actually kind of cute. Sadly, he holds no such loyalty for any of us here. He regards all of us as ripe for the repeated skewering. Oh fuck, maybe we should have just dressed like Jade. I can't believe this stroke of genius only occurred to me now.
I don't think he would be fooled. Dogs have a pretty good sense of smell.
It was a motherfucking joke!
Well, you look at this mess.
Anyway, it doesn't matter anymore. I can ride this out for a little longer until a critical moment. At Dave / Rose can destroy this side. Jack shouldn't be afraid. Conveniently, if they're successful, I will signal the beginning of our own escape plan.
What's your plan?
Apparently, the explosion will be so huge it will be visible at great distances throughout the furthest ring. Even from different sessions, like at yours and ours. You won't get to see it because by then your session should be wiped out by the scratch. But we will. The plan is to use it as a beacon and travel there as a rendezvous point. Rendezvous with who? We've got people there. That's what Jade tells me.
Jade knows so many things, lady. What is even her deal?
How if I know? This is basically dream intelligence. Every time she goes to sheep, she has more to ramble about. She says I should sleep and find out, but I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to be napping between making all these plans and getting persecuted by this demented honking asshole? So yeah, we'll meet in the aftermath. The explosion with our people on the inside, or I guess I should say outside. I don't think they can come with us though. Though, came with you where? Who are they? Dead people. That's for where it sounds like we're going to stick around there forever. That will probably be depressing since we're not fucking ghosts. The Scratch will reboot your session, your whole universe will. Universe actually, so somewhere in this dreadful abyss, that new session will start up in its own antisphere from scratch. Look at that, another pun because fucking word every other sentence. Kill me now. That from scratch. Lol. Session is what you're shooting for to survive. The idea is you all preserve yourself by escaping there through the long ring. Yes, once you're there, you will find our way there too, and then we can all finally figure out what the fuck to do with the rest of our lives. Oh, so then this is how we're supposed to meet. This is kind of exciting. Yeah, I guess if enough of us are alive by then to meet. So I guess you're not worried about it turning into a huge sloppy makeout fest anymore. Ugh, right. Ha ha ha, John. You and Risk are better keep your hands to yourself. If everyone's going to be really uncomfortable, no interspecies funny business is clear. Blah. I've been convincingly flippant about this, waving my arms around all and making all my best yelling faces. Wow, look at that. It's time to change the subject again. Huh? Poof, subject changed. If it worked and you wind up in the new session, that's why it'll be important to make sure one of the Dark Streamers stays with you, so they can help guide us there from the ring. Will there be other players in the new sessions, like alternate universes for ourselves and such? Probably, but those chumps won't know anything about us and all of our plans. Why would they? Yeah, it's just kind of a weird thought. So out of everything we just talked about, this is the thing that has globes, whatever you say. I guess it's sort of comforting too. If Rose or Days have to go off and die, at least I get to see them again, in a way. Even if I will only be alternate universe John to them. Maybe my dad will be alive in that session too. Okay, maybe, but before you get too excited about that, you've got to make sure you get there fast. Which means you have to do what I say and stick to the plan. You need to focus on getting ready to start the scratch. The game doesn't make a hard reset that easy to pull off. Once you initiate it, the game throws everything it's got at you, which is one reason why you're the best guy for the job, because of your superhero powers and still silly witty bullshit. Okay, I'll do my best. What should I do right now? Get prepared. Make all the equipment you think you'll need. Stay out of trouble. Wait for Jake to send that code. Wait for me to contact you for the first time. And do your best to humor him while he ignorantly attempts to flame you back into the puddle of slime you crawled out of. Please. Oh man, our first conversation ever? I can't wait. Yeah, but can I just say my defense before that time? I don't actually hate you. And I never did. I was deluding myself. Deep down, I'm sure I was always pretty okay with you. Thanks, Karkat. It wasn't a fucking compliment. Scrapbook is now in hopeless disarray. I'm free to examine the clippings while I tidy. Oh, okay. That is the right one. Here's one for you. It's a Whopper. Are you ready? For what? The huge fucking Whopper I'm about to say. You mean I cannot have behemoth embellishment? What? Or was your resolve firmly dismantled by the siren's song? Flame boiled breath. No, no. Okay, first, you're gonna have Burger Kings out in the fucking woods. Why do you reference things that obviously aren't in the... I'll limit my establishments of the reference to lumber mills and sugar shanties from now on. Also, there's a Burger King less than 40 from my house. I won't let this stand in the way of the new policy, though. Oh, there it is. Okay, whatever. I'm talking about a dream I just had. I mean, it was a doozy little psychologically speaking. Doozy is a slightly dumber word than Whopper. Certainly less delicious. It was absurdly heavy-handed. My subconscious really slathering on it. Like whatever tangy slush the king himself squirts on his Bergen. It's possible that I dreamt it ironic. I don't know. I figured it'd be interesting to hear about it. It's every bit as thick and juicy as a half pound of sizzling grade A premium. Okay, this is stupid. We got to get the burgers out of this conversation. Alright, busy. Yes, cool. Listen to this. I thought you didn't want me to analyze your dreams anymore. No, but this one is too good not to put under the microscope with your whole psychotherapy shtick. It's almost laughably symbolic of all my mental problems, assuming I actually have those. It's grotesquely prick. All gestating at least 8. Guyak topless thrashing around in.
Really belly full of mind slime. Maybe we can stop by evaluating that troubling metaphor. No, look, I just want to, your professional take on how many things in my dreams symbolize dicks. I already established that all your dreams are packed with enough homoerotic symbolism to the Freudian theory from the assets of this critication. Yeah, that's a given, but I did even dream about puppets this time. Are you serious? I'm considering my schedule. This is a mega breakthrough. I know, it was so much more relaxing and enjoyable. It was about me dying repeatedly. Go on. I was in this dark place surrounded by this big flock of crows. God, this is so generically morbid. I'm sorry, man, for exposing you to my unconscious mind retarded clicks. It's okay. They wouldn't be cliches. They wouldn't be cliches if they comprised a unanimous the bedrock of phallic symbolism with no other reliable interpretation. Well, obviously, I knew the words were just black screaming sky dongs. Just hear me out. I kept dying. There kept being these traps I would go one way and get my head chopped off, or go another way and get stabbed or whatever. And every time I died, the dream reset itself, and I was staying there alive and ready to try to escape again. But each time I would be watching myself from the vantage point of a different crow, like I was a crow while squawking around in circles like a macabre fucking douche. I always watched myself try to do something to dodge a trap, but I always ended up dead. If I've learned anything from my extensive skimming of the Wikipedia articles on dream analysis, is that this dream is very unlikely to have any literal significance whatsoever. It's probably not about dying at all. You mean maybe it's about anxiety, stating my blogs, or that my beats might not be ill enough? Yes, in fact, if you were on my couch, that would have been my next question as a licensed professional. Mr. Strider, have you considered that you actually dread to have your urban rhymes exposed for what they truly are, which is clinically speaking just shy of the bomb? And we cry when we're laughing because we both know they're fresher than your mom's change of dirt was entire than she's wearing them. Since you conjure the imagery of my mother and her independence, keeping us buoyed high above this swirling Freudian hellhole. Well done. It's not like she's my mom. I can visualize her choice that get much more than moderately uncomfortable for everyone wrong. What if you're wrong? About what? About her not being your mother? Don't worry, you're probably safe. Luckily, I can think of no literary or historical precedent for that sort of folly whatsoever. This is the first time you've insinuated we're related. What is up with that, isn't it? No, I mean, I'm not sure. I feel like you brought it up before. It's kind of weird, but now I don't know. I'm getting this weird deja vu thing where I was sure we talked about this. Forget it. Tell me more about your dream. Okay, so I kept dying and kept getting being crows and stuff, and then I started to notice something coming from the sky, and it was just a faint thing. And I looked up, and there's nothing just there, just darkness. That's interesting. I read about this. What did you read? Read. Certain texts say that singing from the unknowable void carries a message that is reminiscent. This has been selected for a mission of supreme cosmic importance that will result in your death and that of billions more, and one that is essential to the perpetuation of existence itself. What the fuck sort of crackpot of psychology text? Can you do different voices for the characters? I think maybe slightly. I can try at least to make them a little more distinct. Well, the fuck sort of crackpot psychology would say something like that. It's not from a psychology text. So you're consulting astrology books now. Not astrology, more like zoology. Oh my fucking god, will you put that away? Okay. Okay. Keep describing the dream, though. If the rest of it is incompatible with prognosis of this zoologically dubious, I will withdraw my insinuations. There's not even much more to it. I looked up into the sky, didn't see anyone singing. But even though the sky was black, I could see the sun. It was so bright as hell, even though my shades. So I flapped my wings and flew up away. A piece of garbage, and that's it. Doesn't that strike you as an impulse of self-destruction? No. Not in the sense that it was a dark sacrificial zoology mission. It was more like somewhere to go besides watching myself die from a lot of vengeance of a fair murder of dumb shit birds. So if hypothetically you were to accept such a mission, or even insist upon one, it wouldn't be in the spirit of sacrifice, but of escape. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, something's wrong. This whole conversation is falling apart. This isn't how it originally went at all. We were making good progress, too. Why'd you have to go and remember? This happened months ago. Does this mean I'm dead? What do you think? Stop it. This is so sick. You're using the dream bubble bullshit to pick apart my psyche. Am I dead or asleep? Dead or asleep? If you're starting to remember, you should be able to tell me. God damn it. Maybe I'm just As confused as you about it. Yeah, right. Am I dead or asleep, Dave? I don't know. Try to remember. Examine the clippings while I tidy. So it was 80? Yeah, it's this one. Hi, John Human. Ugh. Excuse me, alien time troll, but I'm trying to wrap a present. Really, you all have the worst timings. Yes, I can see that, ugly garments. I'd see it's for some kind of strange earth vegetable. Pretty lame present, John. Nope, not going to ask you how you know my name or what I'm sending. Don't care. One of these ugly garments is for me. Also, it's not ugly, it's awesome. Not as awesome as something you will be wearing later, thanks to me. Uh-oh, my mouse is hovering close to the block button. It always does that when I talk to trolls. It's just like the darndest thing. Calm down. I just thought I would foreshadow my existence to you at this quaint moment in your timeline. It's way too tempting not to let you know I've taken great care to become a very important feature of your life. Or for that matter, to let you know that I will be giving you a present so much better than useless crap. I'll be gifting you the gift of immortality. Oh, sweet. That has been on my wish list, ranking just below my main condition of Little Monsters poster starring Hollywood superstar Howie Mandel. Can I expect it to arrive on my next birthday? Yes, as a matter of fact. Nice guess. It will come at a cost, though. Mandel poster or immortality? The latter, jackass! In order for you to have to claim it, you will have to be quite gullible and allow me to arrange your murder. I see, this is where all this trolling begins. You can keep your present, I'm not interested. But you will be. You'll happily go along with everything I tell you to. And then once I have completely earned your trust, I will kill you, John. You know, troll I just talked to was way better. If it's that grumpy, he was down with talking about cool movies, sort of. But this is all true. I've seen it already. You have no idea how delicious you are mad. He is right now. You will die. I will lead you into a trap and watch you bleed to death on a big stone slab with a sword stuck in your chest. There's nothing you can do about it. In fact, it has already happened. That's nice. Now scram, troll. I'll leave you alone soon enough. I was just pretty pleased with myself about all the brilliant plans I made for you and your friends. Standing by your past to mess with your head is really just a courtesy because I like to think we're pretty good friends by the time I get around to killing you. Okay, you got me. My feathers are all ruffled. I can no longer tell my ass apart from a big orange earth vegetable. Now can you leave me alone? I guess so, but my inevitable grisly murder of you notwithstanding, you're a pretty fun guy to hassle. It was difficult sparing you from the privilege of my company until your game begins. That's basically the worst pickup line I've ever heard. Please, John, if there's any conceivable sequence of events which could lead me to you as a viable romantic partner, any conceivable sequence of events that could lead me to consider you a viable romantic partner, any quandary, even the pale ones. Blurp, blurp, blah. More plausible alien sounding things. Weren't you leaving? Yes. Okay. Okay then. I mean, I was going to, but now I guess I'm not. Oh, why? Because this isn't really happening. It isn't. I did once, but now it's just a memory. I guess I must be dead. Okay, this is the conversation. Now, can I keep having my present? The conversation as it went before is already over. I said goodbye and you blocked me, don't you remember? Oh, I was going to block you, but then I didn't for some reason. Exactly, because we've already been through this. You're either asleep or dead like me. Man, I can't believe I let her trick me like that. Such an amateur mistake. I guess I am feeling something like deja vu, maybe. I still don't think I believe you, though. Hey, you have any record at all of the last message I sent you before you died? I don't even know who you are. Yeah, I figured just as well. I made some pretty embarrassing confessions to you. You, though. Hey, do you have any recollection of at all of the last message I sent you before I died? I don't even know who you are. Yeah, I figured just as well. I made some pretty embarrassing confessions to you. Because I'm getting what I asked for in a way, even though it's not what I pictured. What did you ask for? I asked you if you wanted to, you know,
hang out.
Was this after you killed me and gave me immortality? Yes. So what do you say? Was, or do you think you might? So about what? You mean hang out? Yeah. Yeah. Oh God, this is so ridiculous. You're just a crazy. How long is Homestuck, by the way? I remember it going on for a long time. We are not even halfway done, buddy. It's over 8,000 pages. This is so ridiculous. You're just a crazy troll on the internet. I need to get back on picking my friend, and we're not going to hang out. I'm sorry. John, there is no present. You're not in your hive, and you don't have anything to send. She received it a long time ago. None of this matters anymore. But if you don't, well, believe me, you're free to look out your window. Oh, that accomplished. It might help you remember, and you'll be able to see me if you want. That's why I keep tidying. Guessing this one is the next one. Dave? Oi. Was that it? Dave? Oi. Now this is flying through space with a bunch of meteors with it.
Furious.
Oblivious. Chase, 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 chase. Has the wallet. Secret ambush. And then last, this one. No, not that one. This one. Oh. I guess I should try and say farewell to you now. Hi, Napata. Because this is the end of your timeline, and I don't know what. See you after this. I mean, happens to you after this. Huh. That one was kind of obtuse, sorry. What's the timeline? Too sorry. What's the timeline? That's a hard question. Okay, imagine a long tempting strand of yarn. Oh, yes, so great. So great. Now imagine instead of being made of wiggly enticing stuff, it's made of what lets you exist. And you're right at the twitching tip of it. Don't you see? Look at the sky. Yeah, well, yes, I see the sky. I can tell that inside something's going on. Aside from that, I don't. So being a cat and all, that's fine. You don't have to try too hard. All you have to know is that it's a scratch, and I'm not 100% sure what happens next for you. I think it's. Stop capping in the things you say. You're so clever and wonderful, Nepta. What's a scratch? Well, you know Rose's friend John? Yes, of course. Imagine that he's using this great big circle like a really fun scratching potion and makes all the light come out that changes everything. Just after he starts doing this, sky goes funny everywhere and then I can't see you anymore. Yes, that's what it is. I think I understand that completely. I'm a bit nervous for you, especially since you remind me of so much of someone I already lost. Maybe you'll be okay. I don't know. I'm not worried, Nepatali. So you shouldn't need it. Not as if I have never died before. You're a brave kitty, just like Pounce was. Pounce was like cat like. Yes, she was amazing. I bet you and she would have gotten along famously. Oh, I bet you're right. Was she nice to sniff? Yes, she smelled really good, and also she was super beautiful. Wow, did you ever have someone nice back on Earth who you loved? Rose, I love Rose. Of course you did. I mean, a nice cat who's your mate's but last time I remember I was thinking about girl cats for a lot for some reason. What's time to around the house waiting? Picked me out and looking out the windows with my nose touching the glass. Then Rose's mom took me to this place where I was scared. And when I was at home again, I didn't do the meows anymore. Because I didn't think about character after that, which I guess because none of it ever came to the windows really. You won't update my biggest meows. That's too bad. But I bet a lot of girl cats would love to be with you. If only. You're your lovely boy. Meows. Nice to say. So now, but what about you though? Me? That's. Well, I've never told. It's not even memorial. Actually, he's the last guy I might tell. He's apparently. Yes, I have liked somebody for quite some time, but alas, he doesn't know it. Why don't you tell him? Hmm. Maybe I can win his affection by rubbing your cheek against him. That's what I would do. Oh, no, no, no. I'm too shy even for that. I'm just kind of so adorably grumpy all the time. It probably won't go all well. It's hard to explain. Maybe cats think differently. Trolls going to be expressing their feelings when it comes to be the flush squatter. It is, okay, there's such romantic applications, but it's also something more general than that. A quadrant is, how do I say this? A quadrant is a thing that consists of four similar things. Like pause? Exactly like pause. I see, that's really easy to get. I think you should tell him. Might not get the chance to draw. For instance, I think instead of meowing at windows, I should have close. And I might have found a girl to sniff. Oh well. I know, but it's not just that simple. I could make someone else jealous, I think. And what if he doesn't feel the same way? And ugh, it's too complicated. I just need to let go of this silly infatuation. I think it's never going to happen, honestly. I shouldn't lose hope. I have another story that might give you hope. In order again that I am only a cat. Oh, yes, one time I was Rose and I was sitting dressed up in my suit to be, but then she disappeared. All places disappeared and I was in another place. There was no else. I guess I loved her too in time, but never as much as Rose. It just wasn't the same. I kept waiting to see Rose again, but never did. Finally, I lost hope that I would, and then I died. But then I became alive again, and I got to see her, and I was so happy. Purr, 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 purr. That's my story. I think there's always hope, even if you die. So, you're saying that maybe I will have to die again? Yes, maybe. I hope that's not the case, but I guess you just have a different way of looking at things. Thanks for your advice, Jaspers. Try to make sense of this mess yourself. Wow, there is a lot here. So we're at 95. That's 96. Cool. I remember waking up here after getting shot. Yes, what else? When the cage buddy came, he gave us a bomb. Where'd he go anyway? She's around. The bunny says she. Her name is Liv Tyler. Dumb. Take it up to us, John. What else? We're talking about who should go. You remember what we decided? No, wait. Was not going to go? Is that what happened? Did I go and now I'm dead? Not quite. What's not quite? That I didn't go or that I'm not dead? Do you remember anything else? No. What about why you went to fight Jack? Sure, I did that because I wanted to and because I was supposed to. Are you sure? Yes, I was furious of fighting him, so obviously that had to happen, or else I'd be dead anyway. Think the satisfaction of standing up to him. So which direction has the result of this our obligation? Hard to explain with all the time shit going on. I don't try to understand your light shit, do I? I don't know much about the light shit, to be honest. I may have missed my chance to figure it out. And we had this conversation already, mostly. I'm doing what I can to jog your memory. Jogging, I guess. His man was jiggling a little. Nice. So what about Jade? What? You didn't tell her your expedition with her would result in your death, let alone one she'd inadvertently cause, or that she'd be stuck with a job of resuscitating you, did you? Wait, what am I supposed to say? Hey, we're gonna go on frog, so you make me shoot through the jack, and then I die, and you got to make them out with me? That kind of thing goes, doesn't it? Not if you're supposed to, right? What does it even mean? I guess you're right. No reason to make an effort to emphasize it. Whomso comes at the price of oblivion. What the fuck? The price of oblivion? Must have become comforting for him to have your ASPD tactically supported by predestination. ASPD? Antisocial personality disorder. Oh no, this conversation just bumped just by a mudslide. Fucking awful. Wasn't already awful, believe me, you might be dead. You don't know anything about what I was feeling or what happened to Lofaf. You were all pavement faced and babbling your throat faster speak and flipping out. Shit with your own crazy death wish thing. You think you know what was going through my head. You're just assuming I'm throwing around psych buzzwords like disorder. So it's a disorder complex and then a disorder again for good measure. In your case, probably. It's like a possibly just leaving a state of existence. It's some dilly. Here's business, alright. Oh, snap. Yes, I'm authorized. Goddamn. You may swipe it at the door. Trick yourself into the burn wand. Might you loosen the purse strings on and oh no, he didn't. Nah, those are kept in emergency reserve for your mama jokes from the 90s. Anyway, I'm telling you if I ever said anything at all about it. She probably doesn't even buy her gum once. Doing is dragging her into a doomed timeline with me. I guess I'm learning to be impressed by your sense of application to inevitable misfortune. It's a strange case of inspiration through futility. Nothing is that big of a deal. I just mentioned the basics to her. I'd stop time traveling soon, break out of the loops. Not have to wonder all the time if I was taking a wrong turn and dooming everybody. I was never that cool with this. With what exactly? You know how you turned out to be this incredibly shitty seer of light and basically failed at that in every way imaginable? Hey, well maybe I never wanted to be a Knight of Time. Maybe I'd rather just be like the Dave of Guy, just some dude. Those really do not sound like the words from someone ready to face his own death. The kind you don't wake up from, I mean. I guess not. Because I failed my quest then. So I'm like, now what bitches? To nobody in particular, I guess. Fancy bitches can look as you conspiring to expect greatness from you. Yes, those expect. Too. Yes, if that's how you feel, then why did you insist on going on the mission to deliver the tumor? Black and white and for giant yin yang bomb. Oh yeah, I remember what happened. I remember that now. I guess that's what happened. I delivered the bomb and now I must be dead. Are you sure? Is that wrong? Maybe you should try to answer the question. Why did you want to go? Because I made the map so I know how to get there better. But it seems simple enough, a set of bearings to follow. See, the application pilots the moon. Which is of course when necessary, anyone can do it really. We talked about this, debated if you recall. Okay, if you remember it all, then also clearly, why are you grilling me on this shit? Well, just tell me what's going on. I'm just seeing if you can remember and if you're sticking to your story. About why you should be the one to go. I am, because I should, or should have. Well, I am. What about why I should be the one to go? Well, I am, because I should, or should have. Hey, what the fuck is going on? Am I dead or are you dead or what? You're almost there, really. Just try to remember a little more. What happened after we decided you to go? Oh, oh, yeah. We're trying to figure out a way to detach the moon so I could pilot it out there, fly it into the sun. But the chain was huge. Didn't think of how to break it. Then out of nowhere, the sword appears on the thing. So I'm thinking, obviously, I have to break the sword somehow. Because that's all I fucking do is break swords. As I'm thinking of how to do it, I put my hand on it, and it just snaps off with this comical shouting noise like a priceless shit in the loo. See, like that. I did it again, just there with my hand. Across the dream bubbles. Remember when that happened? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I took it and sliced the chain like this. Damn. It still cuts like it's plowing through a shaft of boneless zombie meat. Careful. I just managed to quell my appetite after all that burger talk. Whoops. Yeah. So then the moon started drifting away, and I was going to fly up and take it to the sun, and I said something to you, or I was going to, like, bye or something. We were just standing there, not saying anything, holding that ball of yarn. And then, oh god, that's right. Come on. Look me out so you can steal a suicide mission. God damn it, that is so trying. I really am sorry for that. It's like, here's how bad this is. We're basically Bruce Willis and Ben Affleck from John's shitty crappy movie. You made this even more Armageddon than it already was, seeing me on the so I can go home to live Tyler and have the most terrible baby with her. If any consolation, lived me on the suicide mission. The running of the actress. Which would make you feel better. You're not knocking me out with a ball of fucking yarns. Knocking me out with a ball of fucking yarn is fucking what? If I could have chosen a method of sparing your life, you might have found more awesome. I would. Is there an ironic way to do that? It probably comes close, but I'd make it not lame as hell. Doesn't matter if I took some personal satisfaction seeing you fall unconscious as the gentle staff. Well, it's cool that you are so tickled by this. So a lot of rat laughs on your way to go fucking explode. So that's it. I'm actually lying here indoors asleep. And you went out there and blew up the sun, and now you're dream chilling with your smug ghost. Yes, the first part. So you're not dead? Not yet. Then you're dreaming. Or you're taking a world map on the moon in the middle of nowhere? Afraid not. I'm wide awake. What was it? 3004. So, it seems that you are, in fact, an alien with horns and everything. Huh. Yes, John, horns and all. That totally proves I am an alien beyond a shadow of a doubt. Now, what do you think of these blank whites of mine? What do you think that could mean? I don't know. Aliens usually have big spooky eyes, don't they? Aliens are literally the dumbest extraterrestrial lore. Weren't those supposed to be aliens on one of your posters? You mean Mechany? Yeah, I can't even admit that movie was indefensible. If you want to know, normally we have bright orange eyes with gray irises. They fill in pigment as we get older. Also, normally I have this one goofy eye with some pupils because I'm kind of a weirdo, but I guess that's gone now that I'm dead. How did you believe me? Because you just refuse to remember anything. I can accept maybe you're an alien, but come on, meeting an alien who's also a ghost in my front yard is a bit much to believe. It is almost too awesome. So I don't remember anything about the game at all then. Destruction of your planet, bring the sister back to life as a clown woman, putting a huge flaming ocean out with your magical wind, Jack Noir, dying, resurrecting, and possibly dying again. Is any of this tickling your sponge? Nope. Sounds pretty cool though. Fuck, I cannot believe how cold it is on this planet. How can any species possibly be able to survive like this? Yeah, I thought you look pretty cool out here, so I bought you this jacket. This jacket. Oh, okay. Hey, your clothes switch system. Is this some kind of alien wardrobe fine technology? There's your wardrobe if you want. Sure, John, let's just say that's what it was. You look pretty normal. Come on, more normal clothes. Is that what your space boots and pixies outfits? That your space boots and pixie outfit weren't really. Yes. Thanks. Is this how? Let's begin a note state. A simple act of flattery and kindness. I don't know about that really. It just seems like the nice to do. Thing to do. Is this a date? No, I decided this will definitely not be a date. Not until you remember something at least. Okay, that's probably for the best. I'd probably be pretty nervous on a date with a normal girl, let alone a date with an alien space ghost. Now you mention it, me too, probably. The awkwardness is a bit contagious, frankly. So what do we do? So now what do we do? Well, since I'm presuming you're new to this planet, I could show you around the place. This is my green slime ghost poker slide in all its glory. My childhood was hours of fun and hundreds of painful injuries. Hey, this thing isn't slimy at all. What the hell? Nope. As humans don't seem to keep any slime around the hive, and yet you're completely cavalier about your open display of certain receptacles. What's the deal with that? Is it just that you're ashamed of your secretions of the species? Not really. Humans just don't really have much use for slime, I guess. Honestly, I can't think of a single practical use of slime other than to be gross. So bizarre. Anyway, this thing is kind of a dead trap, and I haven't really in years. I think my dad has it installed. It's one of his ridiculous ways of making a man out of me. Sure. I guess he has sort of ways of making me suffer too. Yeah, parents right. Anyway, that's my backyard. Pretty damn boring, sorry. I would show you inside, but I don't think my dad would take to bring an alien inside. Or just yet. I would need to brace him for it. That's fine. Where else can I can show you around my neighborhood if you want. Sounds great. These are my neighbors who live in a lot of the same looking houses as mine. I never see them. I think they're all really busy people with a lot of serious business to attend to. And look, the snow's being melted over here. It's really warm suddenly. Weird. Oh, look, the snow's melted over here. It's really warm suddenly. Weird. Does your plant usually have these kind of temperatures? Does your plant usually have these kind of temperature swings? It's pretty unusual December weather. Guess I'll take my coat off. I can take yours back if you want. No thanks, think I'll keep it on. There's not really much to see in this town, but there are these lakes. This lake here did not used to be a lake a long time ago. Before I was born, there was a factory here. My dad says there was a huge explosion. He was walking by with my nana when he saw it. A little later, dad never told me how, except that it involved a big joke book. I knew her, which is too bad. She sounded nice. I know what happened. I saw it. You did? Yes. You want me to know? It might jog your memory. Okay. I believe this lake is where Jade landed. You landed a little ways over there, about where your hive is now. Oh, clobber your nana to death with the aforementioned joke book, but it wasn't your fault. You were both just little wrigglers riding meteors from the future. You created yourself, Nana, her grandpa, not to mention Dave and Rose and their guardians, all in a lab using paradox slimes in the back in time to the silly grubs with arms and legs you call babies. And here you were doubting the usefulness of slime. Oh, really? Really? Yes, absolutely. I paid close attention to all this because I thought it some clues about us and our ancestors who were made the same way. Any of this familiar? Hmm. Well, it sounds incredible if too, but I don't even have a foggiest memory of that happening. Yeah, I figured as much. Since you seem bent on staying in your dream bubble coma, why don't I continue the tour? A tour of Earth? Sort of. What's happening? We're going on an adventure. Where? For your memories. For mine too. This would be a really fun thing to do on a date, I think. If we're actually on a date, which we're not. How is this happening? Is this through the advanced alien technologies like holograms or teleportations? If that's what you want to think to keep you from being in your stupor, sure. Where are we? This is my home planet before it was destroyed. It's called Laternia. Oh, cool. What's that over there? That's my hive, which is a thing you could refer to as a house. It's where I grew up. It's a castle. No shit. It is big and foreboding and ostentatious. Just the way I wanted it. As a blue blood, I was spoiled such a home. Something to set me far apart from the commoners. You build it? Of course not. Robots built it for me when I was very young, but I was allowed to dictate instructions. Expected to, in fact. Oh gosh. So rad. Really? I still find it interesting what sort of mundane facts humans tend to be impressed by. My design kind of got boring as I got older. A huge castle life sounds great, but it started feeling pretty cavernous and lonely after a while. There were there were so many blocks I never even used. Your taste changed, but you get stuck with growing up in a place suited for your earliest, most juvenile inclinations. Nobody tells that when you're a kid, though. I think I know what you mean. I feel like a long time ago I might have given my dad version. I really like clowns, and now there are clowns everywhere. His stupid collection just keeps growing and growing, and it drives me crazy. John, that barely comparable example is so cute. I don't even know what to say. This was my custodian. She was hurt in an accident. I killed her myself to put her out of the misery. Aw. Holy shit, look at these glittering space riches. Yeah, I was really into treasure hunting for a while. What's with the broken 8 balls? Never mind those. This was a respite block. Kind of an embarrassing memory, actually. More 8 balls. Yudo seems to like them. Shudo seems to mash them. John, addiction is a powerful thing. You probably wouldn't understand. What are you wearing? Just a fairy dress. I wore it for this stupid thing I did once. Is that a rocket car stuck in the web over there? What's that about? Don't worry about it. Man, this would be such an awkward moment on a date. Again, if it was fun. There's really something appealing about that rocket. Let's keep going. What's happening? We're back on Earth. You tell me. It's my house again. Why are we here? I was having fun seeing your planet. I don't know, John. They're your memories. This is my dad's room. But I have never been inside it. Why do I recognize it? Oh, shrug. I think there's some birthday presents for me in here. But I can't recall which birthday that was. It was your 13th. But I'm 12. Oh, yeah. I remember this. There were these imps all over my house acting all rambunctious. But why? It's also hazy. Where is my dad? Sounds like some things are coming back to you. Any chance you remember me yet? No, sorry. Okay, so the spur plans have fused. Oh look, that's my dad. What's he doing here? I miss the heck out of him. I'm not sure why. He should be safe at home right now. I guess I must have lost track of him, but I don't remember how. All I know is I have this feeling I should run over and give him a hug. Just so you know, he's probably not actually there. Kind of like how it was just a memory. Are you a psychic alien? Like the ones who Jodie Foster made in contact? Assume the form of her dead father to talk to her. As a matter of fact, yes, I am a psychic alien, but that has nothing to do with this. These are our memories, and we're in the afterlife. I keep trying to tell you, and it's starting to get frustrating. I see it, so it is not me who is Jodie Foster. It's more like you are Jodie, because nobody believed her when she came home and had amazing tapes to tell. Except Matthew McConaughey. Ah, but it's okay. McConaughey, does it mean you'll believe me now? I guess I'm always that sort of. I think I've been in denial about what's happening here. It's nice that you believe me, but that doesn't mean you remember yet. So if this is my dad, then where is he? He died too. You saw his body. Don't you at least remember that? No, not at all. I am remembering a bunch of things, but not that. Then what? Do you remember me yet? No, I only remember when you contacted me and said you'd kill me a little earlier, but that was months ago. I do remember talking to some other trolls like you and playing this game. It was on my 13th birthday. I was really looking forward to it. It was late in the mail. It was a present for my dad. Like this weird big clown doll that I didn't like that much. And some fruit gushers. Oh yeah, I realized fruit gushers were made by Betty Crocker. That freaked me the fuck out. Did you realize Betty Crocker made gushers? This comes as news to me. Well, she does. Her villainy knows no bounds. Oh, he also gave me the suit, which I remember wearing for a while. And it didn't quite look like this. Just a black tie and no ghost, so I improved it. Actually, I remember dyeing a suit. You do? But this was not the suit I was wearing when I died. This was. This is 3/9/25. Are you okay? Been better. What happened to you? What happened to you? I died in my dream and came back as a dog. Oh, I got turned into a bird and got in a fight. What was that thing? What is this thing? Yes, legendary sword. How do you get it? Long story, shenanigans mostly. Yes, I figured shenanigans were all involved. Can you be more specific? She's like, well, basically, I'm from another timeline. We couldn't win the game there, so I came back to help Dave. Dave? Dave from this timeline. As a sprite, I'm supposed to help him on his quest. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to help Jade too, but he's doing alright. Don't worry about it. Okay, I'll try. You were saying? So things kind of became even more crazy in this timeline than the one where I was from. And it was clear Dave was never gonna go do the quest I didn't get the chance to finish. Not even after you brought the forge, forge, your volcano. Oh, so after laying low for a while, I just went and did. When I could myself, got Keller's the what short Dave broke. Let's look for Hephaestus again, figuring there wasn't much hope in beating him this time either, especially being injured and all this, but what the hell, right? And then, that's when you lit the forge somehow. I did? Well, no, not you, the other Jade. Yeah, she's a lot more brave than me, I think. She brought me back thinking I could help, and all I did was disappoint her and everything else. You came back as a sprite and you're managing to do important things. But I just feel so scared and helpless. Sometimes you came back because Jade made the decision for you. I made the decision to come back myself. Maybe it'd be different if you had the same chance. I don't know if I would have, if I had a chance. But I would like to not feel so useless to everybody. I think everyone's on top of this. There's not much for us to do anymore. What about your sword? Isn't it important? What about your sword? Isn't it important? I guess so. Not really for me since I'm not the real Dave anymore. I'm not sure how you get it. What does it have to do with my volcano? That's a bit complicated. See, it turns out I had no idea how the Denizens worked at all. It was 39:27. Pick again. Put back. Escape. Success, quote unquote. Try to make sense of this mess yourself. That was 32. Yeah, this one. Oh, wonderful. Another interruption. I didn't see Dog Scratch. That's why it's hiding. Try to make sense of this mess yourself. Oh, wonderful. Another interruption. So we're in 39, 36. Yeah, this is the right one. I'm piloting the moon through the furthest ring right now. At the moment, it's passing through a dream bubble. I'm visiting your dream in person, or rather, you're the one visiting me as I travel in your sleep. If you'd rather look at it that way. Okay, so all those questions you asked me, getting me to remember, you were just stalling me, weren't you? So I wouldn't wake up and try to stop me? Not entirely. This sucks. Could you just please turn this thing around and come back? Why? I'm already out here, might as well go through with it. Agreed I'd do it though, or at least you pretended to agree, just before going into Major League Wind. Nap yarn. And Major League Wind up sports. It's always been pretty sad that I sports in you, which is really saying something. All I'm saying is, no one likes a basketball hog. Probably just a ball hog. I just think you should know that in the athletic arena of competitive achievement, it's widely known fact that cherry-picking posers get showered in nothing but booze. You don't gank the rock and steal the big man's thunder and his trenches dives as all. Oh lord. Is that the sort of ignominy you want? If that's the sort of ignominy you want, you didn't consider sports. You never considered the sports. Last thing I want to do is become a big man's thunder any particular hole he might price. And yet, such is what's happened. Such has been what's happened. In the end, the tight end was going long down into the yard and sudden death. It's me, I'm the tight end. I'm the quarterback snapped the foul goal just before the NFL buzzer went off. A great job, QB. QB's you. That's even close to being a thing in football. But instead of winning the Gold Sports Prize, you just fucking died, nobody cares, and it didn't mean anything. Which prize is that? The football prize. You know its value? Wanted accolade associated with a grittier on, known as the Stanley Cup. Oh, come on. It's called the Bruce Bombady Trophy or something. For best basketball. I'll take your word for it. Even though you're dead, all these fat millionaires in helmets just leap up onto your corpse anyway and pile up, and I mean way up. How hard do you think that has to be? Sport pile doesn't stop from getting taller. Does the officiator have a means of measurement of hand? I wouldn't want to be crushed by a non-regulation sport pile. What do you care about it? You'll be dead like the mission-thieving poser you are. Poser? Cynical. Yes, poser, it should be my choice of getting pulverized. Travel report briefcase and you know, wait, briefcase and you know it. I forgot what we were doing exactly. We were pursuing the hackney who has the best claim to self-sacrifice, or seeing who can outdumb as the other with obtuse sports lingo. Not obvious there being a difference between those two. Since the question if it's offensive. Almost as offensive as you stalling me while I peel fearing your dumb moon. I'm the one stalling. The moon is probably just a speck in the sky now due to your strange beef. Harangwe. Yeah, but I don't know how to wake back up. It's the thing. How do I wake back up? I guess I could wake you back up if you really want. Okay, then do it. You have to promise me to stay put. But don't try to stop me. Just let it go. But this was my mission. It makes no sense for you to go. This was never your preoccupation. You selected me a long time ago. It doesn't make any sense. Why would they drag me into it? Just it's make a nap and then let you ditch me. I've also easily been coming for me too. Yes, they help you chart a path through the ring, and it will open that path for a pilot they have marked. I believe I fit the description. I'm not sure about you. Why do you think that? I am the pilot. So say that about it. Well, I don't want you to die. Help John and Jade. This isn't right. Then I'm not going to help you wake up. I'll stall some more. So you mean you were stalling with all that bullshit? I said not entirely. What do you mean? It's going to be a long ride through all this nothingness. Maybe I just thought some company would be nice before it's all over. Hmm. So what'll it be? What? I'll wake you? But only if you promise me to rejoin the others. Could you give a message to John for me? Sure, but if you promise me not to chase you down, then there's not really any hurry to wake up. Oh, are you sure? I was looking forward to bowling another wicked go. Sports waste. Nah, I'll stay asleep for a while. Okay, what do you want me to do, John? What's that? What? Did you hear something? Did you hear something? No, what? I thought I heard something outside. Who's this douchebag? I mean, bag. I'm starting this dude. I mean, bag. I'm starting this dude. I'm just making me nervous. You don't remember him? No. I guess this isn't a memory. So he's actually here with us on the moon. Not with. He's on the moon. No thoughts, just me. You're still on Earth, remember? Ah. Oh, so it's 43. That one. Yeah, this is the one. I busted to his pals to finish the quest. I was expecting him to be Simon was gonna figure out some way to wake him up. Like last time I saw him, he was already awake to greet me. I thought his senses were supposed to be asleep. Listen until you do the right things in your quest. They are, as pilots were programmed to do. Game, but I guess not everything. It seems like if you try to fight them too soon, you find them awake and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing here already?" Which was what happened last time I saw him, before I became his bride. And I stupidly tried to fight him, which was a bad idea because he's so strong. The whole time he was ringing about shit about a stolen sword and missing fort, but it wasn't really missing. In fact, I might have understood. He wasn't actually trying to kill me, he was giving me the choice. What choice? I mean, the choice. I always forget I can talk underline for important shit. What did you choose? I made an unwitting decision by deciding to flee. I figured he was unbeatable, so I decided to get the fuck out of there. So I snapped a quick capture kit, his huge hammer's code, and then get the fuck out. What happened when you saw him this time? Like I said, he was awake again, but this time I wasn't in any condition to fight, so I didn't. That's what I didn't get. He's a terribly angry monstrous guy, but there's no need to fight him. So he looked me up and down all hard, saw the broken sword, and I was like, before he, before he gave me a choice. You mean choice? Oops. Yeah. So it was the same choice? No, it's different. I think it must always be different, depending on the circumstances. I don't know what the choice is, but when you face him the way you're supposed to, I'm showing up as a burden bleeding bird sprite holding his broken sword. So that's a pretty odd situation. And what did he make you decide? He sees I got his sword and it's busted and you can tell he's pissed, but he's like, but like before it's like restrained anger. Like he's always about to just fucking flip up, but he still keeps together. So you can tell me, he can repair it, make the deer. With a fortunate, he says he can repair anything, but only one thing, and I had to choose. So I said, okay, fix the sword. As opposed to what? Nah, it doesn't matter really. I just thought making the sword felt right, like the right thing. Oh, so I gave him the sword, but it still wasn't all that simple. He needed lava from the forge to make it, which means it couldn't have to be awake. Our denizen had some kind of truth to make it happen. See what I mean about it being complicated? Yeah. So Jade must have done something right to wake her up and get the forge going. Don't know what she did though. Probably something amazing. She's still working so hard to help everyone. I guess I used to be. It's probably something amazing. She's still working so hard to help everyone. I guess I used to be that way, but I've completely forgotten how. Are you sure? What's happening? Reckoning. It's getting close to the end. When meteors are getting by the portals, the battlefield will probably be wiped out soon. Can we do something to stop it? Would there be a point? I don't know. I feel like it. I like it here though. I felt like it was drawn to come here when I wasn't sure where to go. Yeah, me too. The meteors and all the fire reminds me of when I died and I was trying to wake John up and I was scared then too. I didn't let the fear stop me from trying to save him. What would you want to do if you weren't scared? I have no idea. I guess try to help. What is there to do? Well, I was going to bring this sword to Dave. Oh no, doesn't mean you're going to leave. No, I was gonna say. I'm running in shape for many and more adventuring. I figured this is probably my last stop, but maybe this way you can help. You mean that I should give him the sword if you want? I don't want to leave you here either. Maybe you don't actually have to go anywhere. You ought to have a lot of special powers, remember? Because of ascending to Darkwood. Oh yeah, try doing your spacey thing. I mean, not to sound condescending or anything, but it's not borderline omnipotence, pretty much. Just put your mind to it. Alright, I will try. This is an animation, the other thing wasn't. So this is 48. It's 49. I remember now. I was tricked by a troll into flying up that last gate. Using his rocket pack. She said I could take a shortcut and go kill my denizen while he was sleeping. It did not quite work out that way. That sounds like Teresa's handiwork. I don't know. She didn't tell me her name. She was a blind troll. She made me this incredibly shitty map for me to follow. Yep, that's her. I actually got both of us then. Unbelievable. She tricked you too? Well, yes. Well, not tricked so much as made a pointless coin flip and stabbed me in the back. Wow, that was pretty cold-blooded. Oh, sure, she was easily the most underhanded and villainous member of her group. But I did let my guard down, and even when she stabbed me, I sure didn't think I was going to die. Why not? It turns out immortality isn't all it's cracked up to be. Let's leave it at that. Hmm. So I guess you never got around to giving me immortality, like you said, or killing me for that matter. Sounds like the black troll beat you to it. No, I did, but this will be hard to explain to you. Explain what? I guess in her own sick way, she actually set us up to on this date together. I should thank her for whenever she falls asleep or dies, God forbid. So now it is a date? I don't know. I said I wouldn't be unless. And I remember, but you still don't remember me, do you? Nope. Yeah, I thought so. This version of you just died before I started messing with you. I don't expect you to understand what that means. No, I get it. If I had decided not to take a shortcut, I would have lived, and then you would have talked to me a lot. Yeah, that's right. I guess I should have learned to give you more credit by now. I might not have figured that out if not for some things that just happened. I think I believe I'm meeting a version of you that doesn't remember a thing about me. None of my great exploits or any of the ways I helped you. Only the one stupid time I taunted you. It's a vaguely frustrating feeling. Sorry, I'm not sure what to tell you. Do you remember literally nothing I told you about myself? Not even the compromising stuff? Well, you did just show me around your planet, which was really cool. That's compromising stuff. The species would think so, but I guess it doesn't matter anymore. I guess not, but it says we can't get to know each other again. You wouldn't find that boring? No way, not if you wouldn't. It's the name of this blind troll to kill us, but you have not told me yours yet. It says we can't get to know each other again. You wouldn't find that boring? No way, not if you wouldn't. It said the name of this the blind troll who killed us, but you have not told me yours yet. I haven't? No. It's Riska. Nice to meet you, Riska. I'm John, even though he already knew that. Yes. Now what do we do, aside from be dead for probably ever? Man, I don't know. Maybe tell me about how you died? Oh, the things that just happened you were talking about. Well, like I said, I flew up the last gate like this. Ooh, nice boots. It brought me inside the palace. It was huge and it took a long time to explore. It was really empty too. I had that weird feeling of getting to a place in a video game you're not supposed to be at because you powers up and such. You know what I mean? Not really. I'm used to taking shortcuts whenever I play games. Oh, okay. So I started getting crazy nervous the longer I was down here, and I was starting to wonder what if my silly iron pogo hammer wouldn't even against the monster. What? Anderson, of course the piece of shit isn't going to do anything. If I were you, I would have checked it into the forge. Excuse me, it is called the Wrinkle Fucker, and it's totally amazing. It might be alright if you combine it with something awesome, like my cool dice, for instance. That's so absurd, like anything like that would ever happen. Fear of the heavens, secret of mana. What's this? I found it very deep in the Palace dungeon. I was wandering for hours, following a horrible sound through the pipes. I could tell Typheus was really close because it was very loud here. It could only be the sound of him sleeping. I was so tempted to play, but I didn't dare risk waking him up. Pretty much by then I was sweating bullets at the thought of confronting him. You're right to be nervous. Dennis is an incredibly powerful monster. You had no chance whatsoever at this stage of the game. I stood a chance if I started helping you, but Cersei really screwed you over by leading you here so early. Yeah, because if I ever see her, I should thank her too. Why? Because this was important. What was? Getting killed by a monster? What was? Getting killed by a monster? Well, yes, but not just that. The whole ruse is important. If I didn't make the decision to go, then Dave would not be able to go back in time and fix things. In fact, if I didn't die here in the first place, we never would have been born in the first place. How could you know that this way? This Tennyson does not look so sweet to me. Nope. He was wide awake when I found him. I practically crapped my pants. Well, that explains your quick death. If it turns into anything like mine, it wouldn't have wasted much time before unleashing a huge shitstorm of devastating monster magic. What was your denizen like? Her name was Cetus. She was this awful sea monster. Her lair was deep underground amidst a bunch of shipwrecks. She was quite vicious and territorial. I knew I had to kill her quickly to release the horde before she did chance to do anything tricky. What do you mean tricky? Did she talk to you? Well, of course, she was babbling riddles through most of the fight, but I wasn't paying much attention. I mean, well, creatures does speak in boring riddles in this game. So is that what you all did? Kill you just as fast as possible without listening to them? Yeah, pretty much. We were all pretty good players, remember? Yeah, so I've heard. Well, okay, can't exactly speak for everyone, but there was a lot going on, and I don't know how some people went about beating the denizens. For instance, I'm not sure how a hero of breath did. Maybe monsters read the out of pity. Maybe just talk to a denizen. There's a way to avoid a tough battle. I'm sure you found it. It sounds like a good way to treat yourself. Sweet XP and loot, though. I don't know. You might be surprised. Trying saying that you had a nice friendly chat with his hideous buffers crusher before he killed you. Yes, Safius may not be pretty to look at, but he's not a bad guy at all. What was that? 53. Fedora Freak. Eureka. Stand by for clarification. Re-outfits. The enthusiastic outburst. Yes, it is hope. It is hoped for beyond hope. Unusual devices may be used to duplicate fresh, perfectly pressed garments, inexhaustibly a fake. As far as I know, we're instructing complete professional ensemble now. Hold. Please report restoration of dapper visage in overwhelming success. Alas, devices appear to hold no such promise for departed family members. Misplaced handheld steam press. Updating on device utility. Components of apparel synthesis present intriguing possibilities. And combining expensive leather pipes, sacco sleeve with handsome grey fedora. Document result shortly. Result in hat without outlandish and frivolous appearance. Do not care for. Shall discard immediately. Combination of pant, fine cotton shirt, even more disappointing. Really useless, excessively tall pant. Relieving from wardrobe. Made unwelcoming determination. Production requires expensive glittering extractions called grist. Such jewels remaining in cash. Liberation is reserved at premium. Consume final swap. Carefully measuring routine. Urine. To see what else was exotic new surroundings. More importantly, to see grist facilitating continued accessorizing. Not self-use posts to make more hats. Preparing for expeditions to reap gems from mischievous local fauna. Grab the study blushing equipment out of unproved mailbox. Tall pant perhaps adaptable as defensive garment. Parton while donning tall pant. Confidence in martial prowess perplexingly swells. Venturing out, donning don gray serviceable handheld computing device to preserve battery. Additional updates can be submitted in a frank and forthright manner for jury appraisal within reasonable time frame. CIA for patience. Doing unhandled device for brief report. Severe injury sustained in skirmish with undersized supportive rascal. Supportive rascal. Soul pant unremarkable in protective utility. Damaged, badly bloodied, no indication of laundering facilities throughout the enchanted land whatsoever. Losing fluid rapidly, maintaining adequate hydration levels more important than ever. Liberation is fortunately not forthcoming. Rest needed, seeking surface suitable for assuming recline. Sure, strain repeating. Dive loosened, removed, rolled up neatly, and tucked beneath hat. Minimal stamina left. For his groping sudden, soul pant leaving on. Encountered rest surface. Horizontal stone slab exhibiting unidentified iconography. A tall post at each corner. Mysteriously inviting. Mounting slab. Exhaustion taking hold. Excuse me, sir. Pipe fan 314. Friend. Sound of voice nearly refreshing. From Rachel taste of warm, probably flavored urine. Oh my, oh no, I'm not actually your friend, dear. I'm his mother. Ho ho ho. I don't know if pipe fans for legendary pranks. Please, you'll clarify. If yes, prepared to. More of that it was. I'm sorry to say there's no chicanery in play, so play at all today. Yes, that would be quite the doozy. I believe the late great colonel would surely say we were cooking with petrol upon hearing such a whopper. No, I'm just an old woman looking for a son. Or is it madame? Me of him, sir. Would you mind terribly if you talked to you for a little while? I'm waiting the first for my son. While my grandson has gone off to do great things, I caught myself feeling a bit lonely. Oh, can imagine no greater pleasure, though while it's heavy, getting dark, feeling in extremities, fading. Oh, but you must be exhausted from your travels, you poor thing. Why don't you just lie there and rest? I will tell you a story. It's kindly, mother, thank you. It's a fairy tale about a young sister and brother who were raised by a wicked witch. The witch, in truth, was a well-famous baking baroness. Her cruelty made life miserable for the two children, who did not have their father anymore to protect them. It was the greatest prankster who ever lived, and a true southern gentleman. He was killed by a comet. Was born, and the wicked baroness raised them alone. With a hand as firm as the witch, that which she ran. Prior, the children pledged to each other that one day they would run away together. They followed in the footsteps of the dear colonel, and parents of the old battle witch. They studied every day and practiced them in secret. As they grew over, just drifted apart. The boy developed a passion for adventures and put aside his study of practical jokes. He dreamed of wealth and fame and discovery, and he swore world. One day he decided to run away with the royal dog he inherited from their father. He asked the girl if she would come along, but she was too scared of the retribution that might follow. The boy scoffed at the danger and assured his sister there would be nothing to worry about. But he had not seen firsthand what the Baroness was capable of. He told his sister that he believed in her, that she could handle whatever the witch would throw at her. And with that he was off, and she would never see him again. The Baroness would raise strictly, mentoring in the art of baking. The girl took to the lessons with fierce determination. Her only act of defiance left was to one day surpass the Baroness in skill, beat her at her own game. It was all she could do, for the Baroness made sure she knew there could be no escape. The girl surely missed her brother, and surely enough, framed from his exploit. He followed him in the newspapers, the tales of his remarkable discoveries, inventions, and riches. As she wished, alas, she could rejoin him and be free from toiling for this pastry hag. One day the girl was able to gather to mention her brother to the Baroness and her desire to see him again. With contempt, she guaranteed that this could never happen. When the girl asked why, that is when the Baroness began to reveal her more than just her baking secrets. She meant that, like in many fairy tales, there was more to the children's past than they knew. The girl was not the father, nor was the Baroness and the mother. They in fact had no father or mother at all. Nor were they actually born. They had both fallen from the sky. Not, they were not actually brothers and sisters, and it had been told again. Again, like in the fairy tales, the truth was that they were always destined to become married, and one day, they were to have two children, a son and a daughter. But these children were meant to save the world. But the Badger Witch was determined to make sure this destiny would never be realized. In her limitless cruelty, she would do to keep them apart for the rest of their lives. The girl that day swore she would bring down the Baroness and her evil empire. She used the many secrets she'd learned over the many, carefully plotting her downfall. Years went by. The girl was in as she put her plan into action. But then, just like that, the Baroness disappeared. She was never seen or heard from again. The girl was finally free by a strange turn of events, but not without the final jab from the witch. It turned out that, well, She had left the entire company to the boy. The boy, now a grown man, was already very wealthy in his own right. He had no particular need for the baking empire, but assumed control nonetheless and integrated the company into its extensive collection of enterprises. The girl, instead of seeing this as a moral misfortune, took the news as a relief. She'd just as soon have nothing to do with the witch's empire and far pursue her original passion for practical jibbery. Ho, ho, ho! She was at a reunion with her estranged brother, and once destined husband to be, but the days of longing for a future with him seemed to be from another lifetime. The chances had come and gone. She was content to let him live this increasingly elaborate life, while she sought a simpler one. Besides, now was not the time to visit her destiny with a star-crossed lover. She had recently become betrothed to a fine, upstanding gentleman. Soon she would start a family. No, not the one meant for heroism as foretold, but one that would make her happy nonetheless. In following years, she was left to ponder all that might have been. What might have been if there had been no baroness to keep the girl and boy apart? What might have been? What might have been if the Baroness had not disappeared, and she had the opportunity to use his secrets against her? For you see, the girl had uncovered many dirty secrets about the terrible battle witch, including the most troubling of all. Of course, no one would have believed her, but she knew. She knew the Baroness was not human. Fedora Freak's Gray serviceable and Dell computing device. Its battery has died. Oops. Oh, wonderful. Another interruption. Oh, which one was that again? 56, so 57. So this is the one. Mission accomplished. The wallet. Friendly enemies are here. It's still missing though. Wait, this thing is gone too. Mission. Jack. No. Wonderful. Another interruption. Alright, so I can finally go do this one. Again, Garden Gnostic.
What the hell are you doing now?
PW. That's what.
Seriously, why the fuck do you go back? Yo, you didn't mention this last time.
I'm going to need a password before I continue. Please. Please.
Right, okay. Let's see if I can remember. It was pretty elaborate if I recall. Okay, here goes. I'm a disgusting, worthless black biotech of the gargantuan seed of a laboring lepers. Beast, my self-esteem is so small it's a matter of conjecture among theoretical physicists. I smell so bad. And such cannot be expressed with any most eloquent florid language. The odor of my body has made poets cry. I've won spectral awards for discovering new places to touch myself erotically while farting. I unfairly pulverized the competition in household pageants. and I've received a lifetime ban from ugly contests by President Shitface himself. My blood is not fit to flow through a sewer. My sign is a pictographic symbol that loosely translates as peace. Hike these pants up to this guy's armpits, chain him up to a fucking giant and make a fucking example out of this sorry sack of shit. When I look in the mirror, my flesh and shoulder sticks in my head. I wet myself in shame. Wait, that was it, wasn't it? How was I fucking it? Did I forget an apostrophe somewhere? No, Kaka, that was not quite the password, but you were on the right track. Can we just talk now? Do you remember the right password? Something along the lines of gratuitous self-deprecation falls into my mouth, involving reference to some kind of weird human cobbling activity. Being deliberately dumb. It was if I hate myself so much, then why don't I hate marry myself? Remember? I was just using the password system to poke a little fun at you, and I was do this whole dramatic thing. Jeez. Haha, we. Can we get down to fucking business again? I wonder if we will ever be able to start a conversation without having a ridiculous argument. About the password system. If you could drop the password system and let future me talk to you, I might be able to give you an answer. Spoiler, the answer would be no because the passwords are retarded. Why would I want that? The only guy who's dumber than past Karkat is future Karkat, and vice versa. I was on good authority from both sources. I still think your use of the terms is kind of asinine. There really is no past or future Karkat from your view. There's Karkat who knows less stuff and Karkat who knows more stuff. Why not just gather the facts from the one who's got the lowdown already? I mean, I'll do it myself, but I can't stand the guy. You see, that is your problem. Okay, one of your many problems. You have no patience to do things the right way. You're always just looking for a shortcut. You're doing so has proved you nothing but trouble 100 times before. It's sort of funny that the only thing setting in your way is one of the other problems, your perverse self-loathing. So you can't even judge your future selves to help you cheat. It's like you have so many problems that cancel each other out. That's not the only thing standing in my way. Your stupid passwords are also standing in my way. Even if for that, I could be fast-tracking this to a solution city for us both. Exactly. Okay, whatever. Let's just get down this linear conversation. Okay. So you gave me that silly password, and we ended our conversation a few minutes ago from my end. And I scanned ahead looking for a go moment on your timeline to pick it up again, and I noticed you went back to here again for some reason. Yes. So I'm just wondering why. What happened to the frog breeding? I thought we were on a roll with that. Yes, we still are. This little detour was related to the task. We should be nearly done. What was she even saying to you? I can't understand a word of that horrifying gibberish. I can understand her just fine. I still don't really get it. Why my dancing was such a nightmare while yours apparently gives you cultural pep talks and most... guttural pep talks and most in some Byzantine monster language. We already talked about this. Echidna and I have an understanding now. Ooh, Vic. Bullshit, it's the exact fucking thing I can't get enough of. Maybe if you weren't in such a grumpy hurry all the time, you wouldn't have hit Jensen so quickly. You might have actually learned something. Huge, ugly monsters are for killing, period. Did you ever? Telling you about it? I don't remember, maybe. I'm a busy guy, Jake. I talk a lot to people about a lot of stuff, including myself. The situation was very similar to mine. I thought she killed her denizens to light the forge or something. It doesn't sound like you got the whole story. Or maybe you just weren't listening to her. Well, I sure don't think it was whatever you did. In any case, I thought all that was over with. Why are you back? What does she have to do with rock breeding? That was a Kanaya suggestion. Rock breeding. That was a Kanaya suggestion. Kanaya still helping you? Yes. I'm talking to her right now, actually. Oh. I see her across the room. She's not talking to anyone on a computer now. Of course not. She's from a different time than you, genius. Which time?
A few hours in the future.
Ah, I see it how it is. You won't talk to future Carter until I jump through your fucking password hoops and become him eventually. But you talk to future, can I? Just like that, double stated. Anybody? Jade says yes, please.
You're so ridiculous. I'm kinda using the same password system as you. She's just a little further ahead on my timeline is all. It would be pretty hard to keep you both synced up.
I thought you didn't want shit spoiled from your future, though.
Yeah, from my future. I don't want you guys telling me to do before I do them because you talk to future me. But knowing a few things about your future doesn't really matter. Not that I'm going to not that I'm going to tell you any of it, so don't ask.
I think I'm on the verge of becoming a religious person. I just don't know where else to turn to remove the awesome suffering that trillions chat bullshit miraculously continues to inflict on me. Maybe the merciful messiahs will come and take my pain away. Oh yes, that sounds heavenly. Jade, please excuse me while I go paint my face. So I already reflect the beauty of my inner awakening and drop my think pain mercilessly to introduce my intelligence to the level necessary to sustain these beliefs.
Sigh. What are you even talking about?
Are we almost done crafting this master plan? I have stuff to attend to here. My team is falling apart, and I can't find Gamzee anywhere. I'm worried he might have wandered off somewhere and got hurt.
Oh, well, I'll find him.
I thought you weren't telling me about my future.
I know I made an exception, but only one.
Let's move along. Now just update me on Frogs and give me a new password, okay?
I think we should all talk about this. She said you're important. Soldier manner, but you from her time is too busy.
Busy with what?
She's opening a memo. When was that? That was 73. It seems he's acting out again. Sorting these clippings. You will have to wait until while I settle down. I apologize profusely. Please continue to help yourself to the server as well. Dash dash error command in my absence. As a first class host, I keep a healthy supply on hand for at all times. 45. Not the right one. There it is. 314.
Oh god, he's still following you? That is so messed up.
Yeah, it's okay. As long as he's telling me like a lost puppy, at least he's not killing anybody.
Don't trust him, Jade. And I'm telling you, he's a stab happy, explaining rat asshole. Remember what he did today? With like this whole episode, you had a hysterical episode about it, remember?
I remember the episode, but he's okay now. I'm not kind of starting to think it was just his way of saying hi. I'm not used to fetch my bullets too. I think he believes he's my dog on some level. Just don't turn your back on my Jane. Don't turn your back on the puppy. Don't worry, I'm keeping an eye on him. Ah, no, no, no. Bad Jack Black. Bad Jack bad.
He really seems to hate frogs.
Yeah, the poor froggies.
My Jack has this irrational hate thing against frogs too. I mean, my normal Jack, not psychopath Omnipo Jack.
Those agents are heavily predisposed towards the murder and desecration of amphibious life forms and iconography, respectively. Frequently, I had to thwart assassination attempts from their kingdom. Or extermination attempts is probably better to say. I'm probably right. This really seems crazy. That's not the first time I've had to reprimand him.
Wait, did he follow you into the palace too just now? Was that who you were yelling at?
He was grumbling at a kid, and I had to tell him he was being really bad. Being very bad. He destroyed some of our really nice statues, too. Keeping him really make Miss Beck. He was such a good dog. Not to mention a best friend. Jack is just bad dog, worse enemy. Exactly.
I don't like this a fucking bit. It really makes me It makes me really nervous. We're just chilling with an unspeakably powerful mass murderer with a wild animal who's about to hop sessions and try to kill all of you also in a few hours. Oh, what are you even doing there again? You still haven't told me.
Huh?
The palace.
Okay, I'm recommended you return to her residence for advice.
About what?
The location of the final frog required to complete the game gene sequence. One whose song should remove the last traces of dissonance from the waveform. The creature is quite elusive, remember?
Oh yeah, you were searching for weeks.
Yes,
And you never found it. Found it.
I do it lead, but you decided there was not enough time left to bother with it.
The reckoning had started. We had to kill the king.
Understood. But this was a matter that really did require your attention.
Yeah, I know, but maybe I was sick to fucking death of muddling around with frogs and the coughing his goddamn rivets and mixing their slime and shit. I'm not an exercises, no matter how many grubs who Piazza game made me accidentally make.
But you're a programmer, aren't you? That's at least kind of like being a scientist, having some
Savvy. I was a shitty programmer. Anyway, I only programmed viruses. Shitty viruses. I shouldn't have been a slime technician or a frog farmer or a mystical fucking croak decoder. I'm a warrior and a leader and a cold-blooded killer.
blood. Aspect mentioned. We know you're clearly very good at being all those things. And now we need your help with frog science. Can you help us?
How long will this take? I don't mind helping, but I have major leadership duties to attend to here.
Yes, I know this team is falling apart and everything, but doing this was our duty too. And if at a point of critical complication, there is only so much responsibility you can take for the actions of your team.
Got you, what you were saying. What happens in the future, and are you giving me some assurance how things will work out? Because right now, I don't know where the hell anybody is.
In the future. Okay, I'm a vampire now, apparently, if that helps.
What the fuck is a vampire?
Shh, 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 shh. Shush. No future talk. Let's stay on topic.
Oh my god, why can't I get a straight fucking answer to a thing? It's a simple question.
Kanya, I mean, she's a very pretty girl with pointy fangs, who has a bright sunny complexion and wears fancy dresses.
Thanks to clear everything just right, hell up.
And she drinks blood.
Oh, you mean a rainbow drinker? Yeah, I already know about her trashy novel fantasies. Are we done shitting around?
They aren't trashy.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I guess I have no choice to believe you. Because skepticism is this situation is for idiots, right? If I said, yeah, right, if there's a drinker in this hive, I'll eat my cocoon. It'd be like the dumb Lucis in the movie, who didn't believe the kid when he tells there's a rainbow drinker in the closet.
So I guess by reverse psychology, I should not be that dumbass. Yell, oh fuck, and tell everyone to get to the skull box before it's too late.
Well, fat chance I'm not falling for it.
It's just like a stupid movie.
I already know what she looks like anyway.
You see her in one of your afterlife bubbles?
Yep. Why? When?
Carcat, that information qualifies as future stuff.
Just, I don't know anymore. She's getting away from me. The more time goes by without word from Game Z, the more I worry, and the more I feel like something terrible has happened or will happen. I should go.
Oh my god, just stay, please stay a little longer. Yes, staying here would be better. Trust me, this hat was. I feel it's a very important thing for you to have done. Still, it's a very important thing for you to have done and still do. Maybe even the most important.
Fine. Let's move it along. Did the kid not tell you where to find this frog?
Not exactly. She just helped me remember.
Remember what?
Something from my past, if I accepted her terms. Or were her terms, she never really did tell me. Yeah, because you never told me yours. Oh. I just thought it wasn't that important or interesting. This card I thought the battles was more pressing that to wait for me to locate enough rock. Also, what she asked me to do was impossible. So yeah. And she made me promise to do something that sounds impossible too. Except I actually agreed. I have no idea how I'm going to keep myself of a bargain. Now that I read you about it.
Excuse me. Remember fucking what?
Oh, right. Where the last frog is. The thing is, the frog is, or was. The thing is, the frog we need is nowhere to be found on the medium. It was on Earth, but only very briefly. It was when I was young, before I woke out in Prospect, I'd begun sleepwalking. Both on the island and on the moon. And my dream was very bright. I saw something in the light. I couldn't tell what it was, so I got closer. Before I got there, I woke up. I found myself by the lagoon surrounded ruins. I was about to walk home I saw something appear on the lily pad. It was a frog, an amazing shiny frog, not like any others I've seen in the lagoon. It hopped over to me and I picked it up, and then just like that, it died. Then my grandpa made a robot for me to help me with my sleepwalking. It could do all the walking. I stayed safe in bed. Could also record my dreams. I'm sure he always knew my dreams were going to be special. I suspect he knew it before I was even born.
Okay, great. It's there in the monitor. Problem solved. You just purify its ghost imprint and mix it with your current evolution's paradox line. Smooth out the genetic waveform. Typify slick, and you're done.
Hopefully.
And you didn't remember seeing this frog when you were a kid at all?
No, it completely slipped my mind.
How did she get you to remember? I mean, what did she make you agree to?
Oh, like it was before. The choices she gave seems to have to do with facing mortality. And making it clear if you choose one path or another, it will lead to your death. And that your death may even be necessary to accomplish your goal. Yes, and further automata are all personalized variations of the of such illness. Yeah, but that's not really what made this hard. I mean, nobody wants to die, of course, but at least that is a clear thing. You you either do, you either do, you either do, you, you either do you don't, you know? You know?
You said what she asked was impossible.
It might be. What were her demands? She said that if I accepted her help, I would have to make a promise that whenever I left this place and wherever we end up going, she had to come.
Huh?
Not just a kidnap, but all of the descendants, their palaces, their consorts, their lands, everything. I have to bring them all with us. Which one was that again? 85. 86.
If motherfucking's magical. If motherfucking's magical I've ever known that. We've ever known that. It's easy to be missing. We'll be fucking the haps. But I'm all scooping at miracles. What are that are up in the air. Yeah. Got my see on the miracles. They're here and they're there. I'm checking on the miracles while they're fucking downstairs. Serious. Initiate out a miracle that are all being offered basically pretty much everywhere. Fuck. Ocean of Figo, fucking little like space. A fist full of stardust, what's puffing my face? A million horns, hawking rackets and piles. A one-wheel device that can rocket in style. Shit's is shit that I wish for because motherfucking chorus, bro. I'm a firm believer at all the miracles. Do you have time for my miracles, brother? Did you got your photos on the? You have you get your notice on all the miracles. So many fucking miracles to me. Miracles, honk. Oh, haha. Oh yeah, that was so strict. Aha ha. Aha. Yeah. Aha ha. Yeah, bro.
Most definitely, your rhymes. The ruthless disciplinary and my hair ducts have been naughty. I think they're naughty for more.
Motherfucker, dude. You best understand I got more slams in me. Maybe as forever as my limitless faith and all my believings and shit.
Oh.
What I fucking motherfucking need, my brother, aside of plowing more nose fucking first into a bitchin' pan of delicious mullet. Mucilage. I should check out what slams you can stick up my ducks.
Oh yeah, these are the most entirely can be provided. They can be dropped straight into the office as you mentioned.
Haha, fucking drop it, bro. Drop it like you spaced out. I forgot you were holding it in the first motherfucking place.
You brought up a pen in the last stanza. in that last stanza. But the one I'm a fan of is a band called Pupa.
Shit, 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 shit. Shit, it.
Yeah, shit. Yes, shit is a legit thing to say about it. About the pan with the man grade, on whom I now slam it.
Slam it like a fucking door, my sitting on something that hurts. Honk, 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 honk.
You can't handle my slams, well, unless you can, in which case that's cooler. Just serve it up the hoopla, to goat noses, what are hopeless, about the pan who's called Pupa. In case you were clueless about the pan, is able to stand up. So like mine, which are functionally useless.
Good damn, you're dealing some hearty reproach tonight. Flying fucking high, man. Higher than a lot. Sassing up on fucking grief trapeze. And that subjugated glee for the vast honk I believe in to come.
I wish.
No, bro, I'm serious. Your raps are flies, the most wicked piece of shit a miracle ever took in the sky. So I'm clipping the motherfucking wings so I stand a chance. What's I mean, stand a chance? Fuck.
Anything more fly than the rhymes. I'm saying it to express all my malice. Its ability he had, I wish was mine, instead of, I guess, the success of paralysis.
Look out for the honk, bro. Get off of those wheels. Get off of those wheels. If miracle. Then he'll. I get off of those wheels. But in this case, it's double the meaning. It means you gotta fly plus self-esteem, plus this high self-esteem. And that's two things he has I'd rather were mine. The two flapping wings and his big healthy spine. Whoops, that's three things. Whoops, that's three things. Get off of those wheels. Get off of those wheels. If miracle's not fake, then get
off those wheels. Using my least useless foot to kick it out, bro. Friend.
Shit it. Shit.
Slam it out like the door in the face of a calling drone. Pretend that's a real possibility and not an invitation. For death, for the sake of expression. Expression.
Motherfucking motherfucker.
Pure magic is.
When there be hatching of grubs. I've been Your look stops. I peeped in a place of 6 trillion hemos. All but one rock bleeding as equals. It's easy to see if you search with feelings. That peace happens first, the murderers as equals. It's the beauty of the carnival, the magic in the tents. Fucking darkness outside, but the lights make you wince. Just take my motherfucking hand, bro. Put on your shades, pull back the flap. Wheels.
Okay, now I'm on the floor, motionless, in a terrible weight. So I got back on the wheels. It's a nice thought, though.
Ha ha ha, yeah, motherfucking yeah. Let's take this ninja bitch back to the high with the chorus. Together, my miracle brother.
Yes.
I'm all a firm believer in the miracles.
You have time for my miracles. Just Frank.
You get your notice on all of the
Miracles. So many, gratuitous explosive miracles. The magic motherfucker, just explosive miracles.
Fuck yes, here's where the slam turns to nothing but honks. Honk, 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 honk.
Oh, honk.
Fuck.
It's also appropriate for me to honks on you, but it was still great.
Yeah, bro, yeah.
The slams were truly prime, and your religious views, though I don't share them, are reasonably inspirational. I think I'm in the process of releasing at least one tear.
Me too, bro. You motherfucking know there. Some of my eyes, lawyer. Shall I let you go with your emotional peanut butter?
Whoa, huh.
It's beautiful, dude. I feel so chill with you.
Yeah, friendliness is with you. It's pretty much always nice and fun to have.
Hey, when we up and starts kick, this red team nonsense, you just your way. Hang on at my hive.
Oh yes, totally.
We could split a tin of my pimp to sneeze on I got in a hand. Pick up all special for you, and maybe make out a little. Uh.
Hmm. Portal right through here. Finally got it. Flew off somewhere. All the rest of the spaceship landed. Hmm. What was that last page again? 94. What's this one? Bang. 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 Oh, shut up. Hey, what are you doing out here? Out where? Out of your bubble. Oh, I don't know. Am I not supposed to leave? I just didn't think you could. I guess you must have set foot side. Can't say I'm surprised. Oh, okay. So what are you doing out here? I'm waiting for my friends to arrive. I need my help. What friends? More ghosts. More ghosts. More ghosts. No, they're alive. First, there will be two humans who should be joining us any minute. First, then what? The rest of our party, the survivors. Oh, so then I guess we made it out alright. Yes, well, they made it. Your body will arrive with them, along with the others. Right. Yes, well, they made it. They made it. Your body will arrive with him, along with the others. Hey, maybe we can have a funeral. What? What's a funeral? Kind of like a big corpse party. The humans could probably explain it better than me. Page 4000. The green sun. Shit, it's so bright. How can you stand here? You can see the sun? Yeah, I can see it. But it looks 2D. Hmm. Hmm. Bang, 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 bang. Okay, so there's literally only one. Bro, sloppy makeouts now. On the roof. Heh. Jade, are you still responding to this memo? I guess I don't have much time left to argue about passwords. I didn't even get a password last time. That's probably because Socks and Eridan started doing it again. And Pfeffery and Kanya, it all happened so fast. Now Gamzee is hunting us all down in murder mode. He's been hunting me through other people's messaging devices and leaving me disturbing notes. I'm sure others must be dead by now. And Solix is blind. I know Solix is blind. I lost track of him somehow. I heard a stray honk and I ran. We got separated and I'm starting to think that this must be a doomed timeline. That's why I can't get in touch with anyone. They must be dropping like behemoth leavings out there. And that must be why Fujikanya was talking in this memo. But now she's dead, which makes that impossible. It wasn't supposed to happen this way. Gamesy isn't supposed to go crazy. I think if he does, it means we fucked up. It means I fucked up. It's my responsibility. I have to make sure he's safe. And I didn't do that. One time, one of the Doom radiates told me she came from a time where he flipped out and killed everybody because of my failure. I didn't take her seriously, but I should have. She was constantly fixing my fuck ups. Robots from the future always coming back to tell me how some hasty shit I did with frog breeding or whatever. Make it impossible to win. My own personal mistakes probably accounted for more doomed radiobots than anything else. Which was sort of a silver lining, I guess. I don't think we could have beaten the king without our army. Not that it matters anymore. I've obviously become just another guy in a doomed town and watching everyone around him die. I was just sitting here wondering what I could have done wrong with this time.
to make the timeline take a wrong turn. And pinpointing it seemed overwhelming since I made more terrible decisions than I can even count. But I think looking back, I know what it is now. It was before we got trapped on this meteor, before Jack showed up, before we beat the king. And I want to let you know, Jade, no matter what I said, I think the final frog must be important. And Kanya, if you're reading this somewhere in the past, maybe, I'm sorry, you were right. I was always in such a hurry to win. I didn't take the time to do what was necessary. Bilious Slick needed the genes of that frog, and because I half-assed this so bad, everyone is going to die. See, I was thinking about Jack and how he can't stand frogs. I think I finally understand what's going on. I think I know what's about to happen at the end of our timelines. I think I know what the critical moment is, and it's completely my fault. Ectobiology is a touchy thing. Especially when you're building the genetic code for an entire universe. Our Genesis frog needed the genes from that final frog. But because I was in too much of a hurry to do the job right, he's missing a critical sequence in his DNA. So when we made him, watch him grow in the middle of a Skya. After all that firework and fanfare from the vast croak had subsided, it kind of felt like he didn't look too good. Like he was sick. I think I gave him cancer. I gave your whole universe cancer, Jade. That's how Big Frog looks. That's cool. Sorry. Which page was that? 4113. Oh, 418. Its effective genes probably made it impossible for your sessions to be successful. Sort of like its reproductive system was damaged. What should be fertile ground for your new universe to grow was replaced by a massive bomb ready to blow up your whole session. Probably just one of the many systems of a sick universe. It's probably not like you actually did anything wrong. You're fighting against the disease that was always inherent in your reality. The one I gave it. But I don't think it's like a normal disease. Not like a cellular mutation that's out of control. The cancer never took a specific form, like a series of terrible events rather than faulty cell division. It was an eventuality in your universe that is inevitable that we all inadvertently helped make happen. All concentrated through the actions of one hostile agent in the system. It's its instinct to destroy everything it hated, and then give it the power to do so. And unlike a normal disease, it wouldn't gradually kill its host from within. The cancer left its body, chased out as if by an immune system. But the problem is, it wasn't any less deadly on the outside, and no less determined to finish the job. So I don't know what else it could be. What's waiting for us at the end of the countdown? Jack was expelled from your session somehow. He then methodically destroyed all our planets, Prospect and Thurs, and tried to wipe us all out. And that means we couldn't do the same thing to him again. That means we couldn't do the same thing to him again. But he was always saving his true target for last, the one he hated the most. Jack was the living embodiment of the disease all along. Noir is the cancer. It's him. Anyway. Anyway, that's the end of how everything's my fault completely and I'm garbage. Hope you enjoyed it, Jade. Neither do you seem to recall this memo even exists. If you see Kanaya in Death Bubble Hell, tell her I'm sorry that I let her down. If you see Alex wandering out to let me know how ashamed I am I ditched him like a coward because I heard a honk. And Teresi, if you see her, could you give her a message for me? Tell her that. Actually, never mind. I'll probably be able to tell all of them in person soon, seeing as an idiot in makeup is about to roll over my naked with a one-wheel device. Socks is okay. Socks is okay. He's with me right now. Holy shit, you're alive! Hold on, I really need to change these clothes. 26. It's all your fault. Hmm? It's all your motherfucking fault. Honk. Okay. You all cracked off the top of the bottles of those fucking clown imposters. And always spraying out the fucking heresies at me. The flickering motherfucking heresies, motherfucker. This is what came out of the mouth. It made me... my sadness on to see it. And my rage on fucking harder. I'm sorry. All my life I believe I... but a fucking paradise to come what help the most bother. Paradise to come what help the most bothered daughters of cannibals to join. And a prophecy. So all about a band of rowdy and capricious minstrels steeped in a good harsh whimsy. The mirthful messiahs were foretold to be crashing that fucking pie stand and bringing the holy ruckus. A giddy fucking ninja one wheeling along the hugest fucking horn heap Shingri's laws got to see. I'm talking about the vast honk, you blasphemous motherfucker. What I believed in it to be was what I believed in to be was so beautiful. I was under them all long intense bumping sounds, tossing back the figo and soaking the miracles of our face sponges. While the special sorrows rained down at our elixir sticky faces like a bunch of fucking fairy power from religion space. It was going to be us and motherfucking them. Them and motherfucking us. This is like some trolling shtick, right? This ICP shit. But now, because of you, because of all you and your fucking outrageousness, you stole up all my miracles away by revealing to me how the wicked shit was really kicked. Like some filthy fucking scientist who at all times would be ruled unfunny without even getting his fucking trial on. And now I don't even to think about the spiritual fantasy they had. Best troll ever. I don't even care if you're really into this stuff or not. It's awesome. What stuff? Like horrorcore, lame clown rap and stuff. Do you ever actual juggalo or not? Bro, that word used isn't nothing real I've heard of. It strikes me as another heretical fucking bastardization of some sacred shit I take seriously in my pump biscuit. I mean, I guess took seriously. Really not have any idea what I'm talking about. I have the idea that you plan to sit there. The Paradise Planet is a fucking joke, and the miracles are fake, pure fiction, falsely fakey, fraudy con jobs from a bunch of unfunny ninja harlequin bullshit artists. I can't even tell if you're trying to troll me with this or if you're actually having some weird emotional problem. Can it be motherfucking both things? Okay, I'm telling you. You need to watch this video. The song isn't even supposed to be released for another year or something. But I got it from the inside source. This is as hard as it gets. Hang on, let me dig it up. Delirious Biznasty. God's Gifts Grinds. Mr. It's got a C-bone, man. But it's fine. You gotta buy a new B. B bath that's messed up and cool. Hello? You facts, peace out, numb fucks. All these. Oh, outie. Was the same collarbone you broke my dog? Image of the hungry, your bitch, haha. Betty Crocker. At turn take Godhead. Please enjoy, Mr. Strider. Send you real motherfucking miracles. Just a fucking stringent chest plate into birth staff. Collarbone snap joke, kinda hungry. Please enjoy, Mr. Strider. The same collarbone you broke before dog. Make that hungry, bitch.
You fucks peace out, no fucks eyes out. You gotta buy new bee bath. That's messed up. Cool. Who's all those T-bone man? Nah, bird bath was fine.
No, motherfuck, no, bro. I'm not looking on any more of your blasphemy. I really just came back on you to motherfucking say that while this sickening noise you did at me is your fault, there's something I did. What's mine? I did something that's motherfucking atrocious to your posse. Made your whole crew of joke kind of mentally motherfucking unstable. In fucking fact, that atrocious business I get to be doing, I did that shit to your whole universe as a matter of fucking fact. And so you motherfucking see, I finally got all caught up with what through behind the sweet murmur of this bitchin' blood circus. I reached deep down and got it all where the real heart whimsies were hiding inside me. Angry's ways I found out my darkest voodoos within, and then I focused them through the rage you have made, and I went back and made your universe. Terminal.
$4031. Yes. None of that really meant anything, but okay. Also, you have me confused for somebody else. We never talked. I guarantee I would have remembered you.
All that motherfucking matters is I remember you and what you did. I'm just letting all you in on the ways I said the high just in motion made us motherfucking square, you and me and you.
That's cool, Juggalo guy, who I still can't quite tell is about this or not. But like I said, either way, it's all good.
You don't motherfucking believe. You need to get more spiritually into your superstition, ghost. Like that motherfucking faith chump, that's what I was. That's bad if I get you. Do my chuckle voodoos to you two. To fuck up your dreams. Make your worst fears come alive and get up in your haunts in your nap happy pan. What fears? You motherfucking know, brother. It's a fucking puppet. The one that's all got best fucking friend I got now. Now that my other buddy managed to have having his head chopped off.
Oh god, did my bro put you through this? I should have guessed you might have had a hand in some of these shitty trolling escapades, bro.
Your bro's dead, bro. Gonna keep my new friend Captain no more. Release your nightmares right into my warm fucking embrace. And now I listen to and what they whisper through the ear ducts.
Jesus. Are you fucking insane?
I'm all hearing these amazing motherfucking things. I think he'll help me refigure what's the real reality about the miracles. He'll help me to motherfucking discover the truth of who the messiahs are. The real messiahs, not the false messiah lies.
So, my bro's idiotic when Twitter just he's responsible for this schizophrenic bullshit? Is that what you're saying?
Motherfuck yes, bro.
What else does he say?
He says, in this little funny voice, that is so very, 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 very quiet that it's time to go motherfucking kill them all.
Well, that sounds about right. Better what he says to you.
Yeah! Here was I met you with all these unruly uprights that I got pinned up. Well, you know motherfucking what? I should be getting grateful to you for sharing at me very ridiculous heresies, brother. The road to the Dark Carnival was never before been paved with louder honks to tread upon. And scare the living motherfucker out of the low blood faithless was each step.
You're either literally an insane psychopathic murderer or some kind of trolling savant. It's not to block you now, but let's do this again, okay?
You fucking know it, bro. I like you. Wouldn't mind taking that pill. That's enough gone off your shoulders for this collection I just got started on. I'll state strawberry jam to this peanut butter sandwich I'm making between my motherfucking lips.
Holy shit.
Hey. Before you go, how about we slime a little?
Oh. They didn't proceed to have one of the best rap-offs in the history of Paradox Space. I think 31. This one. I think I unfortunately need to take a break here. I'm keeping the stream on because, as I said, I'm going until we reach Cascade. But I guess in the meantime, I can put some music on. Now, do you want to hear anything specific? I have Up to the Wanderers unlocked. Let's pick something long. How about Wind? Yeah, you get to listen to Wind. I'm sure there's a way I could, like... Actually, I guess that's not really that hard. I can just, like... Here. You can hear that. Cool, cool. Alright, I'm just gonna put this in the background for now. It's some Homestuck music. Uh, and I guess in the meantime, you can just, like, chill. Again, I'm coming back. I just gotta eat food. I'm gonna eat, and then after that, I'll get back. And yeah. Anyway, I'm just gonna let you chill with music. Hey, sorry I'm back real quick. I'm not gonna continue. I just gotta make sure that we're still on the first song. Cool. Yeah, there it is. Hey, savior of the waking world. This is a good one. Actually, yeah. Anyway, I'm going now. Or are we listening to Hard Corral? I actually like this one. Let's just keep on going. Bang. What did I say? Bang, bang, bang. Oh, I see is space. I don't recognize it. Poor Garpman. I feel we make clear that the fifth wall is to remain now. I refuse to acknowledge this Polish man's self-indulgent rubbish. His frivolous charades have no place in this building, or anywhere in reality. I'm making myself understood, young lady. Right, like I'm going to teach him about computers. Cool, is that all? That was 435. 456, cool, we are on the right page. Oh, we'll have to suspend your furniture privileges again. Bonk. I see, it's another one of your moods. We'll have to work on ironing out the behavior before you meet your true master. It's far less righteous host than I. Wait, what are you doing? Stop that. You render yourself in a more symbolic manner this instant. Thank you. Strife! I'm gonna play the game. Yeah! Oh, is this what we're doing now? Magics! They have not been strict enough with your breathing privileges either. This vessel will reach your planet eventually. You can either go home the fast way or the slow way. Your express ticket can only be validated with a display of goodness, miss. You throw actual suicide threat. Broom. And there goes the electricity privileges. Oh, let's stop with that music for now. I think now would be a good time to run her out of re-education regarding her purpose. A little refresher on a prestigious employment opportunity for which she's being groomed. And since you are still my guest, it would please me to tell you this inspiring tale as well. It's a tale to remind her of the sacrifice she must make, one serving to remind her of all people of the sacrifice once made by long-forgotten heroes in discarded reality. It is the sacrifice the sufferer died to speak the truth. And it is his tale I will tell you now. Once, in this very universe, you could say, Alternia was home to a peaceful race. Trollkind had never known the occupying, corrupting influence in their evolution which led them to perpetual war and violence. That is to say, they had never known me. As was true of the bellicose world we know, there came to be 12 heroes on this peaceful planet. These heroes too had 12 ancestors whose fortunes were entwined with theirs. These 24 figures of legend were not of this world, but sent from the sky, delivered from a reality not yet conceived. On the eve of the race's extinction, the 12 heroes would begin playing a game. They would make an admirable effort, but they would fail. Their civilization had not prepared them for the rigor of this game, and the ultimate reward will fall shy of their grasp. But their failure was more comprehensive, more systemic, than a result of a simple inadequacy so common to young players of this game. I could not recognize it for the bad omen it was. The session was not one in which they had been spawned. Such is the symptom of a subtle glitch. depicting certain sessions. A narrow design to trigger an unfathomable cascade of misfortune throughout paradox space. This glitch is the calling card of the one I serve. It is the discreet, gentlemanly manner in which he reserves his place in the universe for later visitation. The heroes, understanding their defeat was absolute, sought advice from the mother of all monsters. She offered them a choice. The heroes could either accept their defeat, along with the extinction of their race, and put no others at risk, or she could show them a path to the second chance. To a reality in which the chosen heroes of their race would be strong enough to succeed with ease and claim the reward. This reset would come at the cost of wiping the failed heroes from existence. They would live new lives from scratch, playing different roles in the reset reality, with no memories of the game they played or the choice they made. The heroes chose to accept this bargain and scratch the session. In doing so, they jump-started a reality in which the 24 figures of legend would together be created, and I as well, and then sent back in time to take our place in history. Though I was delivered well before history even began, before the dawning of time on that planet. This time around, I would oversee its development, and thus fulfill the mother's promise of an aggressive, ruthlessly prepared group of heroes, one that would not rest until victory was secured. The young 24 would again be scattered in two groups, 12 modern contemporaries and 12 ancients. But in addition to losing their memories of everything that had happened before the scratch, there was another catch for the failed heroes. In the new reality, they would not serve as the heroes. They would mature to become the answers of the 12 they formerly regarded as theirs. And this 12 and this 12 will be chosen for glory. These children would be the heroes to achieve victory, and have the reward easily within reach. Of course, this promise was fulfilled to the letter, as you have seen. The entire bargain was executed without a single hitch, as those authorized by my masters always are. There is, however, one minor anomaly. One of the failed heroes, in his new life as an ancient on this now brutal planet, began to remember. This is the story. This is the story of the Signless. Few ever knew the sufferer's given name, presuming quite reasonably he had none, and he had came to be called Signless. Unlike his peers, distributed elsewhere in history, he was not given a sign at a young age. Alas, there was no signs reserved for one of his mutant blood. A genetic deviation from the social order made him a parish, forcing him to wander the world alone for many sweets, concealing the color of his blood to avoid certain execution. But it may also have been due to his mutation that he began to have the visions, spontaneous, lucid imagery of his world in peace. Before its fall, he would never see the complete picture or fully understand his previous incarnation's role in prompting this fall, or know of my hand in it. But the visions showed him all he needed to see. They held the promise of his feeble true potential. Beneath the rages of conditioned cruelty, they held the spark of revolution. In time, these visions gave purpose to his travels. He would preach heretical ideas no one else dared to entertain, let alone risk discussing. He espoused the virtues of forgiveness, compassion, and equality among all bloodlines. He distributed his message intelligently, careful to preach only to those receptive, never attracting unwelcome attention. But his growing movement could go unnoticed authorities for only so long. The High Bloods were livid over the unprecedented heresy, and soon a massive sectarian war followed, spreading across the planet and throughout the galaxy. The conflict was lopsided, of course, with the High Bloods getting full support from the continent and her sea dwellers. Inevitably, the Signless would be captured, and when he was, it was not a matter of whether he would put to the line, whether he would put to be higher, but how hard they would be if he failed to recant. During his penance, it was said the sufferer's compassion for his people underwent a divine transformation into limitless burning rage. It burned harder than the iron shackled him to the imperial flocking jot, and rather than the blood soaking his righteous leggings. When he was finally killed, his anger ran through the comets with his last breath. The vast expletive was his final sermon, and somewhere encoded in its wavelengths was the truth in his teachings, waiting to reveal itself to any who would inherit his burden. His teachings would also persist through surviving disciplines, but in hushed tones. His following would dwindle to an obscure cult facing persecution for centuries. After his execution, his body was burned, leaving only his irons. They cooled in the ash as if his anger itself was subsiding, and his followers appropriated their shapes and defiance of the High Bloods. The symbols became the sign of the Signless, always known as the colorless, or the also shown as colorless as the cold iron, always as colorless as the cold iron. So you can see how this stigma of his hue. This was much of a reminder to his followers to remain hidden as it was as the sufferer's sacrifice, of his rage hidden in heat in the iron, one day to be reignited by another of his bloodline. The sufferer preached that after he passed, another Signless would come, heralding the end times for the planet. The second Signless would continue his work and lead his people to glory beyond this realm. The followers kept his teachings alive for ages, even as the operas movement subsided. By modern times, the sufferer's scriptures were little more than ancient superstition, all but forgotten, hardly the anathema of old, but the followers had already made their preparations in the shadows, and when the second Silas finally came, he would have Lucius to raise him and a sign to his name. And Sufferer required a less conventional upbringing to reach maturity. As a young grub, he landed in the caverns where he would be expected to face his trials, but due to his mutation, surely no losers would select him, no creature sympathetic for scent had been bred yet. His odds for survival would have been remote, if not for a chance encounter. The Dolorosa began as a rare class, belonged to the rare class assigned strictly to serving the malacrop in the caverns, forbidding from visiting the surface. While on an errand, she found the young sufferer in his crater and immediately recognized the child as special. As well as in great danger, for an adult troll to raise a child was unthinkable, but she saw no other hope for him. The Dolorosa abandoned her duties in the caverns and fled to the surface to raise him. In time, she would become the first follower of his teachings, and first of his inner circle, but not his closest. Surrounding him on the rise to infamy and throughout the rebellion were the most trusted elites among his devoted. The Psionic was a mage of unequal telekinetic ability, who upon hearing the words of the sufferer was inspired to free himself from the sort of slavery typical of his mentally gifted class. But his most devoted of all was his disciple. She listened to every vision he retold, every lesson he preached, and faithfully recorded his scripture. Her ear was open to him always, and in time his heart opened to her. To spread his message throughout the world, they took seized in the vessel of a legend known as the First Ship. It was that their love went beyond the four quadrants, transcending the grid entirely, whatever that nonsense actually means. The disciple was to be killed along with him, but at the last moment the executioner inexplicably took pity on her and allowed her to escape. She absconded with her leggings, which remained the only physical evidence of his holy suffering. She hid in caverns for many sweeps, transcribing all of his scriptures from memory on the walls in blood of saint creatures, and lived the rest of her days in modest savagery. Her dedication would be critical to the persistence of his message. But the Dolorosa was less fortunate and was sold into slavery. She spent the rest of her life as property of vicious sea dwellers. As for the psionic, he was enlisted in a far worse, if more prestigious service. Author explode. I haven't even been paying attention to what's up there. And Rosie found the broom thingy. It was that. Smash through window. Goes there, grabs broom. Author explode. He was forced to serve as the helmsman for a condescension's imperial battleship. Cycles of his kind were exploited for interstellar travel, and its abilities made her ship the fastest in the fleet by far. She grew so enamored of her helmsman and his power, she would use her touch to extend his lifespan to match her own. Together they explored the stars for thousands of years due to the speed of her ship. She would personally extend the boundaries of her empire, typically being the first to greet new races before conquering them. After making first contact, occasions which she generally kept cordial, she would move on to new territory with a division of her fleet set to forge civilization and proceed to tear it apart. It could be any of the lethal brigades under her command to deceive the others. It could be the threat executioners, cavalry reapers, laugh assassins, rough annihilators. Each was notoriously cruel in its own way, and each carried out orders with absolute loyalty. Because while the Condens could extend a single life on a whim, she could just as casually cut short that of millions. If angered, She could simply express her grievance through communication with her ancient luces of the deep, and turn its psychic devastation on her multitudes. The class hierarchy played into her hands politically in this respect. Killing off a haphazard swathe of the population or an entire class was suitable as a measure of last resort. But mass extermination does not lend itself well to practical governance. Its looming threat, however, is quite effective, especially while her empire was positioned neatly into blood castes. She could use her leverage to delegate operations to the subjaculators, whose unique abilities and exceptional brutality made them natural enforcers. They too would delegate in their governance, exploiting the pride of loyalty of dangerous blue bloods beneath them, and so on down the human spectrum, until the enslavement of the common castes was inescapable. In spite of their genetic gifts and strength in numbers, as a self-governing body, the land-dwelling portion of her empire was formidable. But her force of sea dwellers were equally formidable, and the two were kept in check not only with the threat of psychic annihilation, but their mutual hatred and distrust. Oh fuck, I forgot to turn this off. I forgot to turn that off. I am the world's greatest idiot. Yeah, we were like right about here. Yeah, then this Aradia looking troll comes, stabs him. Strife. Stab. Magics. Ship time. I don't know if that's actually a radio or just some Aradia looking kid. Maybe it is actually really Aradia. Suicide threat. Broom. Yeah, and then the Tale of the Sufferer, yeah. The Soundless, the Sufferer. Many names for the guy. And Andrew Hussey there, breaking through and fourth wall, grabbing a broom after exploding. Psychic torment, ship thing. And the Empress. And Condisk, as she's known. If the lapse in her custodial bond was significant enough, it was not just political power she risked. At such a distance, she sacrificed concentration needed to curb its most dreadful psychic shriek of all. A galaxy-wide extinction event called the Vast Club. Of course, this eventually proved a fitting reward for such reckless expansion of her territory. She chose the worst time possible to explore further from the home world than she'd ever been. She was scouring the edge of the galaxy for systems to plunder when she reserved of her planet's devastation by meteors. The young were being slaughtered, the mother grub was dead, the end times were upon her people. She ordered all fleets to return to Alternia, but such as her empire's expansion into interplanetary occupation, few could make it in time to provide any meaningful events. He instructed her helmsman to pilot his ship and he did so through extreme physical duress. He was able to leap across thousands of light years in a matter of hours. The excision likely would have killed him if the glob didn't get to him first. Her touch could extend life, but never restore it, to her lament. In that instant, her empire was gone. Gliboglip, glib, glibogog, Begoglip's swan song wiped out her entire race, save the Condens and her lone heiress, leaving the Empire nothing more than a galactic necropolis of floating tombs. She forced to continue the journey home on auxiliary power. Her ship now travels in the speed of light, a pale shadow of its former self, of its former velocity. It would take her another 612 solar sweeps after the globe to reach her destination. She should arrive any minute now. When she does, she will find nothing but ruins and dust. If she cared to look closer, she would find a city of slain exiles, a man on the moon, and a pair of black lovers locked in a deadly dance. But whether she looks or not, one thing will find her with certainty: a new employment opportunity. Panos, what has he done? That son of a bitch is going to take so many sweeps to clean this map up. So very, very many sweeps. Are you paying attention, protege? This is where your role in the story begins. Now stop pouting and listen, unless you want another helping off the backside of my... Oh, nuts, I seem to have forgotten my discipline broom. Anyway, the last of the 12 ancestors arrived a bit late. In fact, she was crossed through her portal 6 centuries after the descendants had come and gone. There weren't many left to look after her, so she ended up in foster care. I remember it like it last yesterday. Yes, remember it like it was yesterday. For one who has as much time on his hands as I, it essentially was. I raised the girl to be groomed for a calling. My lessons would emphasize obedience, mastery of the clock magics, and being locked in a room. As you must have gathered by now, my employer will enter this universe quite soon. I will then relinquish my custody to him. She will serve as his handmaid for an eternity to be specified. As you must have also gathered, she has already done so, though her most common of blood should have let her expire in just a dozen or two sweeps. His curse kept her very much alive, and she did not intend to stay that way. His curse is one of conditional mortality, where the desired outcome contingent on her service. When I release her, she will take her place at his side and travel through time to carry out his orders. While I am his weapon of subtlety and precision, the handmaid is strictly an apparatus of terror and suffering. We have both paved the road to his arrival, in my way and she in hers. She would have present during every watershed moment, station's development. Her reoccurrence in history would earn her the reputation of a demoness, more feared than even her master, a man though dreadful, rarely makes himself seen. She stirred up class warfare and intensified bigotry in whatever era she haunted. She made sure the descendants would enter a world which prepared them well for the game, and took measures to see what they would play if they did. And once they entered and their world was in ashes, her work was nearly complete. Now, 6 centuries later, she would be given one last order to follow before her load was lifted. A simple recruitment job. A handmaid will enlist the contents, extending the same bargain once offered to her. It will be the sort involving neither negotiation nor possibility of refusal, expressed in terms plainly understood by the psychotic genocidal. And Condens will serve as her new master switch, carrying out his work in the plans he cannot reach. The two last trolls alive, blood of rust and royalty, will make each other pay for the crimes against their race. Their payment will be mutually dealt in the courtesy of punishment and rewarded once. The Condens will be rewarded with the power and immortality or new service entails, and punished by the grueling slavery for which it is synonymous. And you, young lady, are to be punished by death at the hands of your replacement. And so too will this be your reward. And so, my dear, that is the inspiring tale of your people, and why you should feel rather privileged to be in the position for which I have groomed you meticulously. Are you not grateful? Yes, surely you are, and warms the soft, fluffy material in your chest to know this. What is it? What are you looking over there? Ah, of course, the clock. I can see you have a good eye for fine timepiece. Your exemplary taste is certainly owed to the quality of to quality upbringing. Perhaps you wish to know the history of the clock or how it came to possess it. Yes, I can see the sparkle of curiosity in your eye. It's a marvelous tale, one almost as long as it supposed to told. Where do I even begin? Story time's over. Wind back. Story time's over. Wind back. Oh shit! Get this fucking clock out of my way. I'm a one-man stampede now. I've got a broom and a peel of splintering wood. You hear? His last gap of priceless antique disintegrating beneath the courageous fury of my authorial hooves. Bap 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 bap. If I have to put up with one more meandering interlude in my own story, I'm going to crack your head open and serve you a heaping bowl full of your own downy soft puppet ass. How do you like that for hospitality, Doc? I believe that you will find as hosts go, I am simply the best there is. See, even that little girl has had enough of your shit. Run, Aradius ancestor, run! You have locked up your last station schoolgirl, you sick fuck. Oh, don't you flop around like that. Are you even listening, man? Spike. Suckers. Booyah. Booyah. Um, I guess. I guess he is just a limp, lifeless puppet when I'm around. Like a roast cow in a hops kind of thing. That is a little disturbing. I might as well try to get the disc back. I wonder if I can just reach up into it and... What the hell? What the hell? Looks like he's had the disc repaired for a while already, but didn't tell us. Motherfucker just loves the sound of his own voice. Snop. Fuck. No, you dumb homo tool. You're snapping wrong. Unsnap. Yeah. Insert disc 2. Let's do it. Loading. S, it's a rare and highly dangerous 5-time showdown combo. And Carnival. Like Shield. Oh my god, why? Why is it so detailed? Wait, this is just... This is Harlequin! There's just a random puppet there. Ank! Ah, uh, uh, best moirails for life. Cool. Pillmates for life. And the Knight of Blood so embraced the power of rage, and in each other's arms they were a quiver. A righteous pap and blessed shush did he quell his brother's fury, for the knight looked upon his bard all acting and completely losing his shit, and he did resolve to calm with his juggalo ass right the fuck down. And so calm this juggalo ass was, and will continueth to be for all time. And knight in totally settling a murderous clown's ridiculous shit down proper said, let there be more allegiance, and it was so, and between more rails would flow boundless mirth, and it hug bumpeth plentifully. Honks of reconciliation echoed far and true into the darkness upon the face of the deep. And Rosie close to him, and it was good. One last Creek Grab I wrote that was a really big one in the whiting, and Jade had just hopped her dream self into Big Sprite for prototyping the gene. Destroy the comms, support in the laboratory, and blah blah blah. No! And no, fuck this. Click the panels. There's only one panel, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's only one panel.
The password is see you soon. Okay, I'm going to take your lack of response as tacit verification. Also, this pretty much has to be the last conversation we have, right? Your timeline cuts out shortly in a minute or two because of a scratch. Where are you looking up there? Are you hypnotized by the flashy shit? What the fuck? That's been going on ever since John started scratching that big goddamn record. Aren't you acclaimed to by now? Hello? Harley, Jesus, mother of screaming fuck. Whatever, I have shit to do now. I guess I should be keeping an eye on the sky too now that I think about it. A bright green beacon should be appearing any minute. Assuming you can actually manage to blow up the sun. And then, well, then I guess maybe... Maybe we all get to hang out. Or maybe also not being an unyielding mortal peril. It's getting kind of old, frankly. Okay, well, this is a pretty crappy farewell. But I guess it'll have to do since there's some seriously show-stopping shit transpiring up there in fucking outer space. Later, Jade, I'm going to go make sure John knows what the hell he's supposed to be doing. And in case none of this works, we don't actually get to meet. I guess I should say, it's apparently my godless future self can't express himself and never got around to saying so. I was leaving it up to me, to usual, to say that. Oh, sorry, I was distracted. Oh, no, not by all that. Scratch yourself in the sky. There's something coming down. What? It's hard to make out, but I think it might be what? Shaving cream? What the hell is shaving cream? It's like, hey, car cat. Boom. Oh, okay, so everything is just kind of fucked now. They're all scrambled. No, she's dead! I killed Jade. It's time. Cascade.
Cascade. Toby Fox, Tensei, Clark Powell, Malcolm Brown. End of Act 5. Hero of Breath. They must have gotten a new artist pretty recently. With those very fancy looking Carcats and Johns. Hammer time! Bonk! Red Miles. Holy shit! Oh, yeah, that quest bed. And then he goes to fucking kill the frog. Or is he the one hiding there? Oh yeah, he is. Hello, old friends. I have come to kill you. Die! Also you, because fuck you. You. Hiya! I need your fucking uranium, bitch! Yeah, then he wrecks chaos in Troll's world. Now we're in the back in the human session with the tumor in the card. Going to the green sun. Why does everything have to have timers in it? One contains Earth being destroyed. One contains Alternia. One of Alternia's moon. What are you waiting for? Draw spades. That's and it's Alternia being destroyed. Okay, that's pretty. Yeah, we're... We have Doctor / Penumbra Phantasm. Hummingbirds. Hummingbirds. Savior of the Dreaming Dead. I believe this part is called. Space. Oh, she's our space dog wizard witch thingy. Cool. And now the meteor is tiny. I don't know how they draw Jade here. She's so cool and pretty. Oh, you're just cool. I mean, I guess John could do that too, but like with the ease. Seems like you could just like do that. I'm guessing she's making Skya tiny. John waiting on the scratch. The world being destroyed. Yes, the ring. Hey, it's the B part of Penumbra Phantasm. So it's all their planets plus Skya rotating around each other. Okay. Oh, she's making like a fourth wall thing. Like a one house he had. Sucker. What's that? Is that the green sun or something else? Someone else? Looks like a spacey swirl and some sort of green spacey swirl and a green sun. Oh, that's where our radiant solids are. So he uses his psychic powers to take them there as fast as possible. And they're both rebirths as Scott's here. They look awesome with those on. Oh, now you're equal to him. So John and Jade are flying through space. John and Jade are flying through space, or like semi-space, like reality super speed, whatever. The trolls are flying towards the green sun. Rose and Dave are already there together with Aradia. End of Act 5. Homestuck, Volume 8. We're gonna have to end it here. Partially because I have things to do, but also partially because what an amazing finale! Now it's time for the Gigaboss! Because, next week, I'm not gonna be doing this. Because I don't know if you noticed, but in 1 week, Deltarune chapters 3 and 4 are gonna come out. And I'm going to live stream, at the very least, my original, my first reaction to it. And you will be there too. So, I guess, with that having happened, Giuseppe, oh yeah, before, remember to like, remember to subscribe, and until next time, Giuseppe, out.